Hello! Hey! As you will notice, there's only 4 of us today, and that's on purpose. Anyways, welcome to Quests and Queers. We are a LGBTQ D&D stream in affiliation with Toronto Gamers. Toronto Gamers is a local, non-for-profit that likes to bring nerdy queers together, whether it be through board games, video games, and of course, D&D. So, our music is also provided to us by Foxamore today. That's what we're listening to. Additionally, before we even get started, please, if you love us, please follow us on YouTube, Instagram, obviously Twitter and Twitch, and all the things. We need all the support that we can get. Moving on to straight on introductions. Yeah, this is gonna go considerably shorter today.
Oh.
So, I am Brett, he, him pronouns, and I will be playing God. Go on, guys.
I am Charlie, aka C4 Studios, and I go by he and she pronouns, and I will be playing Rubalux the Red, a red dragonborn paladin who goes by he pronouns.
You got new glasses on today.
Yes, I do have new glasses on today.
Charlie also does a lot of the artwork for the show. We'll get to you.
We'll get to you. Sorry.
Okay. And now we'll go over to...
I am Ada, and I use she or they pronouns, playing First Protector Lazgra, etc., as well as intermittently her apprentice Shulroar. There are a couple of wizards, goblins. Laz tends to use she pronouns, and Shul tends to use he pronouns, but gender doesn't really apply to goblins in the same way, so they don't really care. I think that's it.
Hi there, I'm Mark, aka RK, aka Egrith Blood Maw. I use he him pronouns, but my character Egrith uses she and her pronouns, and she is a Knoll Ranger.
Hi, I'm Jackie. I go by he and him pronouns. I'm playing Aisha, Night Shadow.
You did it!
I did. I did not say her middle name. All right. She's a half-elf warlock, and she goes by she and her.
Jackie also does a lot of the art you will see in
the art that scrolls underneath here or wherever.
Jackie does like the cutesy line art, and C4 Studios does the more elaborate pieces that we use for thumbnails and banners and stuff.
And that is Chan _the man.
Chan
87.
87.
There's more to come. I'm also fixing the art that you're seeing right now. Don't worry.
Year 87 AD. But anyways.
I don't remember anything. What happened?
Yeah.
Please, let's recap.
Yeah. Nothing bad.
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad. Good.
So.
Nothing bad.
Yes, we'd also like to thank
our tech today is Mav.
Mav working behind the veil of life or death.
So watch that curtain.
Yeah.
Just pull that curtain all the way back.
Oh, whatever, it's fine. They don't even see it.
Oh!
You'll make it
Fine,
way
nobody
worse.
cares. Anyways, so last time on Quests and Queers, you all decided to find the broken fragments given to you in a quest by Kassari and Nam to find the rest of the pieces of the Black Star, a tool that might be helpful in the fight against Dalim, who has taken over Lake Reach. You found that there were various map pieces that kind of go to different places in the Fading Rift, and those shards would then lead you to a complete Black Star, or at least preventing them from getting into Naldreg's Pillar's hands, which would be pretty bad if history is to be concerned. Looking at this, you ventured forward into the Feywild and came across probably one of the more well-known paragons, Canigan, the god of the hunt. From there, you were found an old friend, which is all the way a callback all the way to episode 2, I believe. Strun, who had visited the temple previously before you, as well as alerted you to a hobgoblin camp just outside Canigan's temple. You, taking his advice and the jar that he portrayed as an offering to Canigan, which was a dragon scale, a lion's tooth, and a ram's horns, went on search for a chimera, which would be the obvious parts in order to get everything you need to get into Canigan's temple. From this, you looked around and simply saw one, which is a roll that I'm still upset about. And eventually you found that they were surrounded by lizardfolk as well as elementals. You went inside the opening, finding another hobgoblin on the way there, who was sickened with an illness. After taking them and escorting them out of the, mountain or the chimera's lair, they made their way out. You, however, decided to go forward. And with some decisions that were made, you remember just skirting off of the battlefield as you smelt burnt ash and smoke and char, and smelling the foul blood that lays on the floor, the chimera vanquished. Breathing and forcing air into your lungs with a mixture of beads of sweat off your brow, and heartbeat racing and fluttering into these calm, silent bursts. You look, the chimera is dead, laying in front, slashed, torn in several places. Its bleeding heart still in Lozgra's hand. The total components that you have yet to harvest, the teeth, the scales, the horns, laid out in front.
Not to scale.
Not to scale. As you lie out for a second, you begin to look around at your compatriots, some still lying after rescuing Stroon from the lizardfolk that came to take him away. You see the remains of Ravenant. Their items blackened, their masks sitting in fine ash in front of a piece of armor with bits of flowers sticking outside the top. It lays strewn. There's tiny amount of twilight coming down from the top of the cave, blackened flower petals being overtaken by a light little breeze that blows in. The tiniest little light of the twilight shines down. This bright little light flickers off of it. You can see the burnt trumpet to the side, marred in soot and ash. And the panic and loss you have in that moment, you remember as fleeting feet ran away. The lizardfolk. To go get help? To run away? You do not know. But as you sit here silent, you do not know how long it takes until they get back. The amount of time that you have is up to you, but it is possibly fleeting. What would you like to do?
How big is his heart, by the way?
Oh, it's hefty.
Of course, those who stuck to the end of the last episode may remember that I did not stop when the thing went down. I just immediately went to work carving out the heart out of, I think, grief and rage. And after squeezing and having the blood come down my jaw, the heart blood of a newly fallen foe kind of has a bit of a revenge quality to it, I think.
It tastes awful, and almost like a mixture of rotting eggs and pennies.
It's about expected.
Aisha's just gonna go. You mentioned the trumpet was still there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Could I want Aisha to kind of go towards it, and just pick it up and just carry with her.
They do have a collection of other things that are around. They still have a lot of their items are still present, although just covered in ash.
Ruby's gonna crawl over because he's barely holding himself up right now and start quietly sweeping up the ash and taking the potion bottle, which is the last one he took, and just trying to collect what was Raveno.
Okay. There is some of their equipment that is still present.
Yeah.
If you guys want to take that, tell me now.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys to do an investigation check. When
Just get all
someone
of
like
this stuff.
Raveno turns into ash, they have usually their component parts that just scatter.
All right.
Do an investigation check.
Yep.
One of you do an investigation check.
Yeah.
You got lizardfolk coming on the way, so you guys have other concerns.
15 for me.
15.
Yeah.
You find all of their items,
Okay.
except
Okay.
they're seemingly they're one elven longsword that they had. They're seemingly missing, but everything else you found.
Okay, except the longsword. Got you.
Yeah.
Just at the trumpet though too.
Get all of the belongings into the pack and
I
grab
wish
it
we
and
had
let's go.
kind of more, but we should probably get going.
And I'm gonna just keep.
I don't understand. Where did Raveno go?
I'm trying to pry off a scale from
Fire
the
off a
dragon
scale.
head
Sure, can you give me a
and-
sleight of hand check? I'm sure you guys are truly appreciating how little time you guys have left.
Well,
Tell
we
me
need the
what check
parts.
you guys
And-
want to do.
Yeah.
Then do it now.
I'm stripping this thing. In sleight of hand,
Yes.
that's a 8.
8, not going to be enough. As you begin to like put the dagger into the side, you begin to like slice it down and then try to force it up, but you can tell that the way in which you're doing it, your dragon skill just breaks in half.
After
keep going.
Ruby sweeps up as much ash as you can and re-puts in the cork, he's gonna run over to the chimera and try to help.
Okay, what do you want to do?
What do we
We
have
need the
so
horn.
far?
We need the tooth.
I'm gonna go for the horn.
Horn? Okay,
Ram
I
horn.
need you to either make a strength check or a nature check.
Strength check.
What are you guys doing?
I will be looking over
That
Rava's
is-
body. I'll take their mask, I guess.
Okay, we already got the items. So kind of
Yeah,
already
just
ordered.
get it all.
Yeah.
I think we
So
were all
we'll go through that later then.
And you have the parts right?
So
Or-
I got
putting it in the
15.
pack. That's what we're working on.
That is just the DC.
Oh my god, really?
So yeah, so as you
Nice.
take it onto the side, you can kind of look at the dead chimera parts. You just take one of it and you just like kind of lurch over, trying to get leverage on it. It breaks entirely in half with these almost bending ivory pieces. It is, however, quite heavy.
Yes.
It is going to take a strength check
To
get
carry
it
it.
to carry it.
Damn.
Yep,
How heavy?
it's fucking
You're
heavy.
probably the only one that can though, so.
Edith's strong.
Yeah, Egress.
Oh,
just
shit,
as
right,
strong.
yeah, you're-
Yeah,
So you guys have
what?
one out of the 3 ingredients. You're starting to hear more powders and more echoes coming down the opposite chamber of you.
Okay, we
So
have to go.
we still need a
Alright.
scale and.
Scale and a tooth.
Oh, okay. Let
So
me give
2
it
of
a
us should
shot.
work on a scale and 2 of us should work on a
Yep,
tooth.
yep, yep.
Yeah.
We'll work on the scale. Tooth.
Was it
Yes.
survival or nature?
Nature.
So for a tooth, it is going to be a strength or a medicine. For a dragon scale, it is going to be nature or sleight of hand.
Medicine.
Do you want to assist me? I got +3.
Oh,
What was
For
it?
what?
Sleight of
21.
hand.
For which one?
Yeah.
The tooth.
Alright,
We're doing
what
tooth.
did you
Okay,
roll?
so the tooth you kind of
Ugh,
take
no, I got
little
7.
bits of equipment.
Alright,
Yeah.
I
sharper
have a
pieces,
19.
You start like
That's probably good.
carving out to the side before you just finally get the amount of leverage that you need. You palm it in the side, just go, and one pops right out.
Okay, it pops
They're
right out.
huge, like the size of your palm.
Shit. It pops right out.
I rolled a 19.
Just fine.
Held the mouth open.
So,
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
for what?
To pull out the tooth.
Like
That's
to break
already
it
I
off
already
it.
have.
Oh, sorry, tooth.
Oh, I thought they were
Scale,
doing
sorry.
the tooth.
With the-
I don't know
Scale.
what you guys were doing.
We're doing
told me
tooth.
that somebody
Oh,
told me
okay.
shoot.
Sorry, I
Told
rolled
me
a
to
sleight
scale.
Oh,
of hand. I rolled a
sorry.
16 plus 3, so
My
that's
bad.
a scale.
Should be more than enough. Knowing
Yeah.
your own personal
Yeah.
anatomy and how dragon scales work, you can see how they sleek down.
Yeah.
With one, you take a dagger, you lift underneath the scale, you stab in, and you just kind of like leverage it out. One uncovered piece falls in.
Okay.
Is that everything?
Okay.
We have the parts. We have it.
With that, you can see
Back
another.
the way we came now.
You can see another figure coming out from the back. The same lizard folk is previously holding a large staff. As it moves forward, you can see behind them as they begin to swell out to the side. These almost around 16 or 20 of them
Get behind
begin to
me.
flood out to the side of the other entrance. What are you guys gonna do?
Back the way we came.
All of you
Back the way we
fucking
came.
run!
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll slow him down.
How
I'm
close
gonna.
are they to us?
Oh, they're like about 180 feet.
Okay, so not close at all.
Yeah, but
Oh,
here's the thing though.
Shit.
I can hit him.
If you guys are gonna fight,
Yeah,
No, we're not gonna.
this is
fight,
gonna
but-
turn into a very different thing.
yeah.
However, this is probably going to turn into a chase.
Yes.
So, I need all of you here
Mm-hmm.
to roll the initiative, please.
All right.
I'm gonna try to be. I will also be barking out that like everybody, get behind me. I'll try to slow him down.
Oh my god. Fuck yeah.
So initiative. Ah, there we go.
It's bound to happen.
So,
Last week proved that you're not completely cursed.
yeah. Okay, so. Why is this not? I need like fucking like terrible shit. I need like awful like.
I have real anxiety right now.
Me
Good.
too.
You shit.
Yeah.
You're not in a good scenario.
Yeah, no.
Initiative, please.
11.
Okay. Lasgra.
I got a natural 20, so it's 22.
Nice.
Bloodmaw.
Natural 19, also 22.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Shadow.
I got an awesome 4.
Fuck yeah. You are last. So, Lasgra, Bloodmaw, you guys are first. You can see them just over the way, 180 feet away.
I'm trying to see if I have anything that I can use to hold them off, but I forgot my spell cards upstairs.
Oh,
You can
what's
go get them now if Bloodmaw wants to go and make a turn.
what's the range of a longbow? Is that 160 feet?
You're gonna hit.
120?
I mean, I can look it up.
I feel like
Do
we
it.
should maybe be. Us two should like wait until the other two get in front of us and then cover the exit.
Do you,
Well, if they're all clustered now, then I
Yeah.
would want to do my Hail of Thorns now. Because that'll
Is it a
do the
long
most
bow?
damage. Yeah. Or I have the new bow that I found, but I don't think I'm attuned to it yet.
150 to 600 feet. You are
600.
fucking fine.
Yeah, okay. Then I notch an arrow and I cast Hail of Thorns, and I fire it at the leader
Okay,
looking guy.
give me a roll, please.
Nice.
17.
Hits. You can see as it go curves out into the sky, makes this huge arc as it kind of flashes out in the twilight for a minute, makes its way down, goes,
Yeah.
and as you look over to the side, you can see a familial frill, Atwar, who moves in and starts gunning for it. Your go. Roll damage, please. You hit.
So that's 10 damage to the main guy,
Okay.
and everyone within 5 feet of him must make a dexterity saving throw. And then they all take an additional.
They all fail.
Yeah, good team.
Yes.
Everyone takes an additional 6 points of damage.
Sweet.
Ooh.
All right, good job. You launch out in the air into the sky, kind of breaks apart into pieces. It just some hitting them in their legs, some hitting them in their throats, some hitting them in their shoulders. Then they just begin to move over to the side. 2 more launch up on the flanks with humongous tower shields made of bone, and just
Okay.
as they proceed to make shields.
Is anyone smaller than me near me? Like these two?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you guys are relatively.
we're all
small
clumped up.
right
I'm
now.
near you.
However, one of you needs to carry Stroon.
Ugh.
I'll do it. I was gonna
Turn
scoop up one of
horn.
these guys because
Well,
they
you
have
guys
less
have things to
initiative.
carry, just to be fucking clear here.
Yeah.
You guys have the ram's horns to carry, and you guys have Stroon to carry.
All right.
Do you have any healing?
Pass
left?
me Stroon.
Okay.
I'll pick up
lay on
Stroon
hands,
and I'll
but-
start huffing.
Do you have a
Strength check, please.
healing spell that you can
Oh,
just
wait.
heal Stroon?
I can.
Yeah.
I can cast.
I totally
Fuck
do.
it, he can run on his own.
No,
No.
Wait.
Ah, shit.
You can't do it this turn. You already made your action.
I can.
Right.
That was my last spell, so I'm out of spells
Oh, okay.
actually until we
I
rest.
just gotta check how long. it
So
takes
a
to
strength
do
check.
Which one?
Aid.
Aid? Nah.
No, it's temporary HP.
No, but remember I talked about this last time.
Increases it by
Oh.
5. It increases
Increase
its-
max HP, so yeah.
It increases max and increases by 5.
Max
Yeah.
and current.
So yeah.
So
it's
I
gonna
will
be fine.
cast.
Not on your goddamn turn.
Okay.
But my strength check was only 8.
8. Can't pick him up
Mm.
at this turn.
Oh, I can
anyways.
drag him.
Yeah, you're gonna move at half speed.
That's fine, but
Yeah,
I'll move
fine.
my max half speed towards the direction of the exit.
15, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Because we got this.
After that, it is going to be Lasgra.
Okay. The range again is not. I can't really do much.
You don't have anything past 180.
No.
Okay.
My maximum range is 90.
Stab wizard.
Yeah.
You could hold an action.
Ugh.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Remember that one with that one with the huge one was a druid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they can make this real difficult.
So I
for you.
can't. And the druid is about how many feet away?
They're about 180.
Okay, so I'm not even close to being in range.
Remember, dash is an action.
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't. I want to be in pulling up the rear. Yeah. Does anyone have bad AC right now for any reason?
I just have bad health.
I mean, I always have bad AC. I'm like 13.
Okay. I'm just gonna use my action to cast Mage Jar. No, I don't want to do that because
Yeah, don't worry
that would
about
be a
that.
less first level slot.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move my full speed away and hold my action until either any enemy gets within 90 feet of me,
Okay.
or after these two are gone through.
Okay. Make,
I'll just bring
make
up
sure
the-
that
that
you
point.
remember that, please, because
Yep.
I have enough things.
Yeah.
So when that happens, just be like, my thing. Okay. Cool. After that, it is going to be Bam Bam. You two rolled too low. The one lizard druid that is there. Let's see what he can muster. He's going to move about 30 feet, so he's going to be 150 feet away. Let's see if he can't do his spell. He doesn't have a lot left, but he has some.
I'm so scared.
Fucking AoEs.
You should be
We
scared.
should be.
I really wish I prepped Fog Cloud.
I wish I used up my slots. I have slow.
That was way more useful than protection from evil and good. Fuck me.
So he's 150 feet away.
Do you have Shape Earth?
No, I can't even. Like, 'cause
Okay.
I used up my spell slots.
I know exactly.
What's a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
He's gonna look at where you guys possibly. He looks at where you guys seemingly your trajectory. He's going to cast a spell. As he kind of makes some kind of arcane sigil in the air, you notice as the kind of vines wrap around his shoulder for just a second, as a tiny little almost being begins to wrap around the side of his hands. He goes and casts out. This bright green energy goes and bursts around it for just a second, but you see nothing.
Alright, let's continue.
Grinning GM.
Oh, we hate that.
Never a good sign.
Yeah.
Somebody roll an investigation check.
That's going to be his round. Next one is the other lizard folk who are present, and they're just about half of them are going to charge, and the other half are going to launch out javelins.
Okay.
My guess is spike growth.
Lasgra, that's going to be a 22 and an 18.
Oof. Yeah, those both hit.
That is going to be a 6 and a 2. Because, no, 6 and a 3, my apologies.
So 9 total?
Yep, 9 total. 2 javelins, launch out. The other 2 are going to run forward.
And
Gonna be it.
they don't get within 90 feet of me?
They do not get within 90 feet.
Okay.
Those were javelin tosses
Yeah.
at disadvantage. So, that's their turn. After that is going to be Ruby.
Ruby is going to cast aid. It is one action, so you know how long it
Yeah, I
takes.
know how I do.
And so he's going to aid himself, he's going to aid Laz, and he's going to aid Stroon. And they all get 5 HP, which is each target's hit point maximum and current hit points increased by 5 for the duration.
Yes.
Okay.
This rolls smart.
What's the duration?
The duration is 8 hours.
Yes.
Okay, sick.
So, 3 hours. You guys record that down? Anything else you're doing with your turn?
I'm also going to start running back.
Okay,
With
running.
but obviously I can only move 30 feet, so that's what I
I
do
need
for
you to
this
roll
turn.
a strength check.
Oh yes, a strength check. Fuck.
Can't drink beer with this.
Fuck. 13.
You only move half speed.
It looks
Okay.
so pretty.
Okay, after that, it's going to be Night Shadow.
Okay, I have a question before I do anything. The body of the manticore, is it still, like, where is it?
It's not a manticore.
Sorry, oh shit,
Chimera.
the-
It's
come
right
in,
next- it's
I
right
meant-
next to you.
I meant, it's
Yeah.
right next to us, so is it, so next to us, but, like, it in between us and them, right?
No, it is behind you.
It's just behind us. Okay, never mind, that blows off my airplane.
Ruby did not get, like, behind me, right?
Ruby did not. They
Okay.
are actually in front because
Okay.
they got only moved half speed because
Yeah.
of the strength.
Okay, I'm just gonna start decking. Like, following you guys, decking it.
Are
Decking.
you double dashing?
Yeah, double dashing.
Okay, double dashing, you run 60 feet down.
Yeah.
So for reference right now, I
Yeah.
want you guys to start recording this because I'm not
Yeah,
going to start.
yeah.
Because I need to be double checked on this.
Sure.
So I want to make sure that I'm being fair as possible.
Yeah.
Ruby, you're 15 feet away. Lasgra,
15.
you're 30. Bloodmaw, you're 15. Night Shadow, you're 60.
Yeah.
And you just need us to track how far we've moved total from
Yes,
our
from
origin
that
point.
position.
Okay.
Because that's how I'm
So
tracking.
not how far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm doing that on this end. If I know that number, it should be fine.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving out from the side, the lizard folk seemingly move out. The entrance way for you guys is about 30 feet away.
Okay.
It's not that far. So as you guys begin to run and go forward, the lizard folk begin to spread out and start putting down front lines. You can see 2 with giant shields just go as they begin to shelter other lizard folk that are present. Suddenly 19 becomes 25.
Ooh.
Suddenly 25 turns into 34.
Anyone in
As
90
they begin
feet?
to flood out into the front, you can see many of them beginning to launch down with javelins, and a lot of them are trying to look forward to see how long it's going to take. Atwar kind of makes this kind of hand movement, and they start flooding on the other side of the wall. So it's going to be tight after that happens. On top of initiative, Bloodmaw or Lasgra.
Okay. Sorry, nobody moved within 90
Night
feet
Shadow
of
moved
me?
past you.
Yeah, but none of the enemies moved within 90 feet of me, did they?
No.
Okay.
Even
so,
even Lizard Guy, the closest he could get was 150.
because that didn't happen, can I still use my action from last turn to just dash and
Yep,
move
that's fine.
another 30 feet?
So you are caught up to Night Shadow,
Yeah.
starting your turn there.
And then I'm going to also yell to everybody, because you're carrying something heavy, you're carrying something heavy.
Well, if he's conscious, he can go.
Oh, he's okay.
Yeah.
He's conscious now.
Yeah,
so
so Stroon is up. He's like, "Ugh, what's going on?
Run!
It's time to go.
Okay.
hold that. Carry. Oh fuck. Just go.
Okay.
Fast as you
Ruby, just fucking run as fast as you can. We'll try to hold him off. Get.
Strewn rolled the same as Night Shadow.
So this turn, do you want to go first again? You're going to
So
go
now
first
you can
again?
flirt.
Because it's our turn now again.
If Strewn is up, I will help him to his feet or whatever.
Yeah, he's like, no. He just kind of shrugs off a little bit.
I guess I'll dash.
Double dashing?
Sure.
Okay, cool. No longer having to make that. You
60
can make
feet?
60 feet, yes.
So it brings my total to 75.
Yes. You are now 15 feet away from the exit.
All right.
And you guys, then it's going to turn into a tunnel chase.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to get fucking messy.
And I'll ready an arrow and sort of wait for everyone to turn.
You can't do both, but for story's sake, we can do that.
Still in your longbow range, right?
Double dash.
I double dash.
Oh, okay.
I can't do anything else.
Okay, so you managed to run all the way up to the side. You're 15 feet away. You notch an arrow. That's your turn. Lazra.
Same thing. I'm gonna use my movement to get another 30 feet away.
Okay, cool.
So I'm
You are
up.
now going to be at the cave's entrance.
Okay. And fuck. It would not hurt to just get as far as away as I'm not helping right now, so I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna dash.
Okay, dashing. You are now in the tunnel.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna try and
Okay,
keep
cool.
track and be
All right.
ahead.
So dashing. You dashed once. You dashed once.
Yeah, so I should be 120
Dash
feet
once.
away.
So here's some dashing rules, guys, because this is going to come into play. You can dash 3 times plus your Constitution modifier before taking exhaustion.
And I've done it once, right?
Yes.
All right, I will make sure to write this down.
It's important rules to follow. Especially because I'm here to fuck with you.
Thanks for reminding us. Yeah.
Plus cost.
Yes.
Um,
So after that, Lazarus is going to be your turn. The lizardfolk druid is going to see exactly where you stopped,
fuck, I should have done investigation. Okay.
and he's just going to look past you. He's going to look at the rest of your friends. He's going to move a tiny bit closer. He's
Sorry.
about 120 feet away.
3 plus con,
Yes.
so 5.
And he's going to. Oof. How mean can I make this?
We'd be way to fucking run.
I'm trying.
wish you
I'm
would,
the
like,
only one carrying something
I
heavy.
know.
Behind us and light something on.
Maybe yell for
Shit on
Stream
fire,
to
what kind of
help you
help?
carry it.
No, I already told him to run.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ruby
you have to ask for
wouldn't
some
think in
environmental
this
details.
moment to ask for help.
Uh,
Do you have any spells that would help you carry shit?
No, Paladin spells do not work like that.
he's not gonna. He's just gonna double dash closer. He's now 90 feet. So that means he's
Can't do too much.
closing on you guys
How
very quickly.
far away is he from me?
So he's got 90 feet, but because of the position of the thing, he's gonna be more closer to like 70.
Oh, hell yeah. He's getting close to hold person range.
Okay, so after that point is going to be the other lizard folk that is present. They're gonna launch off to the side as they see all of you running. They're gonna make a sequence of attacks. That's gonna be on you, Bloodmaw. That's gonna be an 11,
Miss.
a 13, and a 22.
The 22 hits.
No, that's a bad idea.
And then that's going to be a 14 and a 17.
Damage.
No, that's more attacks.
Only the
sorry,
20
more attacks.
Only the 22 hits.
Only a 22.
Ooh.
Shit.
She's got high
You're gonna
AC.
take 5 piercing damage.
I can take that.
Onto the side. Yeah, they just threw in a whole bunch at you. Okay, after that it's going to be Lurby. Here we go.
All right, so as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Sanctuary, which makes it so that if something tries to attack me, they have to pass a Wisdom saving throw,
Hell yeah.
or
Okay.
else can't attack me. So I'm going to do that as a
Sanctuary.
bonus action. Then I'm going to...
Just fucking run.
Just.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay, that is 20,
You're
non-natural.
fine. Just fucking chuggy with it. You're going as fast as you can.
How big is this horn?
It's pretty big. It's like the size of your body.
Okay,
Wow.
I'm just curious.
You're a twink.
I'm a twin!
And
And you're carrying a giant chimera.
You have to
goat
draw
head.
this now. Like
You
really
can. I'm pretty
caring
far
what
away
you
from
want.
you, but you
Okay,
can
so
just
you are now
Add that to the
45 feet.
spreadsheet.
barely hear me
Okay.
yelling.
So
Just run.
So you are 35.
That's
If you
so
dash,
comical. I
you
might
can
draw
get
it, too.
another.
So
I might
I'm
draw it.
35?
Yeah, you're 35 feet away from where
Okay.
Laz is.
45,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
So if
45,
you
sorry, yes.
dash, you can get another 30 feet away.
Okay.
No, they can't dash.
Hmm? Oh,
Wait, no,
hoisting
no,
was the
no.
action?
I'm sorry. I'm stupid. That's dumb. Yes, you can dash. My apologies.
Okay.
You're gonna dash?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You are now 15 feet away from the entrance.
All right, I'm keeping
Because I've got
track.
Sanctuary with a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay, is that your turn?
Yes. Sorry.
Night Shadow.
Yes,
And
yes,
then-
yes.
then you use the dash.
I'm gonna ask. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
gonna keep running, but I'm gonna ask, what does the environment behind us look like now? Like, I mean, do
It
things
looks like
look?
an opening to the top of like on a volcano, as I remember before. It was long since dead. So a lot of it's around. So it's almost like a volcano that moves upwards. There's
Right.
an open peak, and then just behind it kind of outstretches into this large, almost half octagonal type of thing, and it has many different caves. They're on the opposite side of the cave. You are going towards the left. They are coming from the right.
Okay.
Are there any structures or maybe
Anything
magma
inflammable,
pools?
maybe?
No, because
Probably not.
this is dead.
I
It is all
know.
rock.
I know. I just thought I'd try because I want to light some shit on fire to stop. But I'm just gonna keep running.
Okay.
Double dash, like use all my
You're
power.
double dashing
force.
into the entrance?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you begin to double dash,
The entrance will act as a bottleneck.
Okay. What? That's the right thing to do.
yeah, you want to know why? I need you.
No.
Remember, there is a spell.
So
Oh.
you double dashed.
Probably right into spike growth.
That's exactly what you fucking ran into.
Fucking do it.
Oh, I'm shaking.
You are gonna take. Oh my God, Jackie, no,
That's what happens when you GM for GMs.
no, Jackie, no.
How much HP do you have?
I'm 38 still.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
don't feel nearly as bad for doing this.
Okay, still though. Oh God.
Do you still have?
You're being
You're
so
gonna
thin,
take
right?
21 piercing damage. As you just begin to, as it begins to rip out to the side of your legs, it just begins to poke in as you feel yourself slowing down. At first you don't feel it, you're just like, I hit myself, and then you look down and your legs are shredded.
Oh no!
Like they are cut and they are bleeding.
No, my shoes.
Yeah.
I
and
mean my leg.
There are parts that are embedded in the bottom end of your toes. Like this is like
Damn
Die
it.
Hard.
Oh my God.
You take 2d4 for every 5 foot of feet it travels. So you just took 8d4.
So that's 21 damage.
21
right?
piercing.
Okay.
Is that? Did
That's
you get
flammable,
through
though.
it though?
Got through it.
Yes, it is
Okay.
flammable now.
Pardon?
And guess who
yeah.
still has their breath?
Yeah.
How is it flammable?
Well, the spikes,
I'm
the
not-
thorns.
It's like
the
I'm
thorns,
magical
thinking it's flammable.
thorns.
Nope, it's,
It's
not.
not- it's not
hard
fire?
spikes and thorns.
It's I thought just a plant
Well,
thing.
ground is
Okay.
camouflaged to look natural.
Oh God, fucking damn it.
Well,
Well,
We should have kept rolling investigation checks. I knew it was spike
I
growth.
know I could have.
None for you, Night Shadow.
You
Student
were
is
at
also
45
going to
and
see
then
where you
dashed.
are as he looks
So
down
you're
at
at
you for a
75
second.
feet away from Origin.
sorry.
As he notices them.
I'm a bad
The
Oh!
barbarian notices them. And then he looks over to the side. He's like, oh. And he's just going to try and make a straight jump for it onto the other side. Oh, actually, you know what he's going to do?
Yeah, what he's gonna do?
He's going to fucking rage and just start smashing the spike roads to try and make a way through.
There we go.
Okay.
Where is he in relation to us? Is he way at the back or is he in front of Ruby?
He made it as far as 45, but he just double dashed in. Barbarian can free
Okay.
movement. So he can just go right through. He's just going to start smashing them. As he smashes all of them, 13, 17, 13, he just smashes the first 3 completely down.
Show off.
You're like in front of him, bleeding
You're
out.
saying this at this moment?
Yeah.
At this serious moment?
Yeah, so he runs through, he just gets right to the and he's like, these are trapped! That's going to be his end. After that, it's going to be Lozgra Bloodmaw.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I was only 15 feet away from the entrance. Was I caught in the thorns?
You were not caught in the thorns because it just says you enter in.
Okay, so am I past them? Do I have to worry about them if I go towards the mouth of the
You
cave?
have to worry about one section.
Okay, do I need to perceive them, or can I...
Yes, you need to proceed.
Alright, then I will do a perception check.
And it's
It's
going to be classified as a search
investigation.
action.
14.
14, that is enough. So they are there.
Okay.
It's a search action.
Then what can I do next to make my way through?
So what you can do is that there are only 5 pieces of them because Struan used his actions to just start smashing the living shit out of them. So there's only 1 left. I'm sure you'll be able to jump it if you just make an athletics check.
I'll do that. Fuck
Okay,
it.
so as you begin to run through, are you going to double dash?
Yeah, no, because I'm so close, I'll just regular dash just to the mouth of the entrance.
Not regular dash. It is,
I'll
it is,
do
you
my
get
full movement.
Yes, thank you.
It's an 11 for athletics to try to jump over.
Oh no.
No, you're going to take a little bit.
Okay, bring it on.
So as you begin to go through, you kind of jump, and the back of your legs takes 4 piercing. Sorry, takes 8 piercing damage.
We're
Ooh.
form buddies. Not good.
Shredded.
Oh, fuck it.
Okay.
Not doing so good.
You are now inside. After
God,
that,
you really
Lozgra.
How Can I see any enemies from here?
Yes.
Okay,
You
how
can see them like one of the shamans is 70 feet away,
70.
and the other ones are about 100 feet away. And there's a lot of those.
Where did my chromatic orb go? I'm gonna cast chromatic orb at 2nd level
Oh shit.
Oh, that's awesome.
on the closest. What? Cave in what? I'm at the other end of the cave.
Yeah, we have to.
Okay.
We have to all be in the cave for us
Yeah.
to make
Oh,
that
are you
work.
still not in? Damn.
I
Neither
mean,
are
we're
you,
in, but I'm at the
Oh,
other
no.
end.
Okay.
So that shaman is gonna fucking eat a chromatic
You have to get
orb.
90
Hopefully.
feet. You only got 75.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna do
What are you doing?
I'm just
roll
very
for you.
intense.
thunder damage.
Thunder damage? Okay, do it.
Yeah, thunder. That seems appropriate. And I'll scream, "Your gods are mad at you!"
Oh
And
my
I'll fucking
god!
chromatic orb.
Oh yeah.
16 plus
That'll hit.
7,
Oh
whatever.
okay.
That'll
Ada.
hit. 15 is his armor class.
So that's 4
This is very
d8
important for you.
thunder damage.
Okay.
If Lazga manages to bring this guy
Oh, shit,
down, you can
chance
just
of mine.
fucking mage hand.
Grab
the staff.
And oh, that was.
You're not
decent.
supposed to tell people that, GM.
But
10,
mage hand is one of those things that you can honestly, and I can
18.
tell my players whatever the fuck I want.
22 thunder damage.
22 damage, nice, nice, nice.
Is he still up?
He's still up.
Meh. And I will.
She blasts out, and no, mage hand is very useful. People often overlook mage hand, and they're
Yep.
dumb.
No, let me turn.
They're useful for grappling for grappling hooks. Actually, you just spell them, and take them up.
And I'm gonna use my movement to get another 30 feet away.
30 feet, nice. Are you going into the tunnel?
I'm assuming we're all going back the way we came.
Yeah, that's where. Do we? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
let's. Or hold on. Okay, I saw him cast a spell right before
Yeah.
he died. Did I see anything about where it landed?
No,
Okay.
that's not obvious.
And is there only the one path to go?
Yes. And Struan told you there was a path. There was one of them there. So to find them,
Okay.
it's going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little bit less difficult. So you might just have to look around what's happening. So Lazgra, as this happens, begins to jump over a part that you don't really know.
Did I use my action though?
Yeah,
so.
you can't really do that.
Don't stop mixing up Lasgar and Bloodmaw.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, yes. Bloodmaw Lazgra. It's the same like last and it just bothers me. Okay.
I mean, I'm.
Call me Egrith.
Sorry.
So Struan saw these ones too.
Yeah.
Okay.
He smashed out 3 out of the 4 of them.
I'm gonna.
Gosh.
I'm gonna jump over where I think they are.
Okay. Do so with disadvantage
Disadvantage.
because they are treated as invisible.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Wow.
Wow.
Not that bad at all.
So
I believe-
athletics.
Your
Athletics.
It's gonna be a jump, yeah.
13. Was that not enough?
You cleared him.
Okay.
Oh.
You fucking cleared him.
Yes, you did it. You did it.
Right, wherever
Throw
I
them
just
to the
jumped
side.
over, that's where they are, I guess.
Slam into them. Okay, you are now 120
So-
feet in the cave.
I
no
should be
problem.
150, right?
150 is where. No.
I was-
90 is the way to get in. 90 is where you get in, and everything
Yeah.
after that you're in the tunnel.
Yeah.
So that from that you get benefits like half cover and
Okay.
quarters cover depending on how far you're in.
But I have moved
Yeah, you've moved it to where Night Shadow is.
Okay.
So you have now gained 3/4 cover.
Okay. So
And
100. I'm 150 from where we started, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, 120 feet away.
I think I was 120 before this turn because I did use a dash once. First I
then-
went 30,
Okay.
then I finished it with my dash to 90, and then I was 2 more turns.
Okay.
So I should now be 150.
Should be good. Okay, it's fine. The issue is that you can't dash again because you already cast a spell, right?
Yeah, I can't dash this turn.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, after that is done, the one that looks over to the side, the druid that's present, they're going to move a tiny bit closer, so they are now 40 feet away. And
Don't let up! Take down that caster! Except Ruby, run!
now he is going to cast a very mean spell.
I don't
All right,
have any
wisdom
more
saving
second level
throw.
spells.
Oh, it's not going to be wisdom.
No, you have to do to target me. It's a wisdom saving throw because
I'm
it's
targeting
sanctuary.
you.
Huh? Oh, you're not. Fuck.
It's targeting the ground.
Fuck.
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
cheating.
god.
He's going to cast Entangle.
which is fucking inflammable, right?
Should be.
Okay.
Growing weeds and vines grab onto the 20 feet ground. They're going to cast it right in the center. And the only person outside is you.
And I have to roll with disadvantage, I assume.
No.
No? Okay.
That's not
It's a
invisible
strength
one.
check. It's a strength saving throw or be grasped.
Okay. Luckily, natural 20!
there you go.
Grasp, it is considered to be. Sorry. Oh, it doesn't matter. If it's classified as difficult terrain, guess what you did before all this started?
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
Oh,
The
now I just
blessing.
used a natural 20.
Yeah, the blessing that happened means you're no longer restrained, and this doesn't count
Oh,
as difficult movement because you guys made an offering to the shrine outside.
Blessed.
So, you are
Oh
good.
my god, those
What are you doing?
offerings. Yeah.
I'm running.
Give me a strength check, please.
Okay, that is a 16.
No problem.
Fuck.
What are you doing?
Is the wall of vine still in front of me?
Like
Well, it's not a wall of vines.
Run.
Okay.
It's entangled. It's part of the ground. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's nullified now because you passed your strength
Okay,
saving throw.
so
and you
I'm
have
just gonna
strength of movement.
dash.
Yeah. Okay. Do it.
Alright, so I dash, and that's 60 feet.
Yep.
So I am now at. Oh, fuck.
135.
Yeah,
right?
135, guys.
Yep. So as you guys all begin to run in, you guys all gain the benefits of it. Those of
Yeah.
you who have used dash, you have used dash twice, yes?
I think I only used it once. I've been casting spells otherwise.
Well, here's the thing. If you're not using dash, and you were 90 feet away, and this is the third turn, right?
Well.
Oh, wait, never mind. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're making 150 and you started off at minus 150,
Yeah.
using your turns, that means you get 90, and then you have to have 60 more to that, so you must have at least used it twice.
I've used it twice.
90 plus 60 is 150.
We had 3 turns, right?
Yep.
So I ran 30.
Yep.
I held my action,
Mhm.
and then and used it to dash to 60.
Yep.
And that was the first turn.
What I'm using is that there's 3 turns, right? And you have a speed of 30, yes?
Okay.
So that means you must have used
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did.
2. You get 0, you've only used 2.
I've only used
Okay.
one.
1, okay. Night
I
Shadow, you
had
used
to haul Scrooge for the
1,
first
2.
turn.
Okay, good.
So it's 3 plus con, and then the next one will give you a
Yes.
exhaustion. Okay.
So as that continues to
3
run,
left.
you all have gained benefits going in. It is now going to go into a chase. Catching up with all of you, running into the tunnel. You can see as javelins begin to bouncing off the side of the wall, shattering into pieces. You can see the one shaman present just bolting for the side of the door. As many of them, as the druids and the vines begin to be dispelled and being pulled back in. You guys continue to run down the side of the cave. What are you all doing? The lead shaman is 40 feet away.
Keep going, right?
With the winding cavern, they're having a little bit of hard time trying to fire
Oh,
at
I
you.
got something for him on my next
So
turn.
we're
There's
go-
40 of them, and the other ones are on his tail, are about 60 feet behind him.
from what I remember from last time, we're going to encounter that poisonous
Yeah.
stuff that burns away flesh, and we're also going to go through that shallow area that makes us have.
That's if you guys don't get lost.
Yes.
So who's leading? leading? I imagine who was leading first would be Lazgra.
Yeah, I
I
think
need you
so.
to make an intelligence check, please.
Oh god, wow.
Intelligence
You
check.
lead into that,
Intelligence
that
check.
mold. It could be really
Couldn't it also be a
advantageous.
nature check?
No,
No?
because
Okay.
nature
To
has nothing to do
recall-
with your location.
Okay.
How
So
we
it'd be
came in.
survival.
Oh, okay, survival, right.
Is that cocked?
Which one?
Alright, I can see it.
That is
That
not
is cocked.
cocked.
That is cocked.
I put a blanket underneath the tablecloth to sort of help soften dice rolls.
Fucking cocked, don't
I
you
think
know?
it worked.
It's okay, roll better.
24.
Okay, so as
No,
you begin-
23.
As you begin to remember, you kind of look around to the side and you're like, that rock looked weird. Our footsteps are right here. We need to bolt immediately down. As you guys begin to bolt, would you guys like to do extra dash action or just move in your movement?
How far away am I from everyone?
I mean,
You are not that far actually. You are like 15 feet.
yeah.
Okay.
You're at the last part.
Okay, then I'm gonna stay at the back since I have Sanctuary on
Okay.
me, which
I
I'm
mean, at the
keeping track of the turns I have it on.
Did we start this within 60 feet of the shaman?
At this point, at the end of this, when you were in the tunnel, yes.
Okay, so I would like to, my action used to cast Ray of Frost on him.
Okay, do
Wow,
it.
holy shit.
That's actually extremely useful.
Yeah,
That'll reduce your speed.
sure is.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's 4 plus 7,
11.
11.
He just takes it over to the side as he casts Ray of Frost over and he just poof,
But
bats it right out of the air.
1, 2, 3 plus Strahd is 4. My hobgoblin insecurities kick in as I'm casting this. I'm like, oh no, it's not gonna work. So I use my saving face ability to add 4 to that roll, which makes it a 15.
That's just his armor.
Fuck yes! I finally used it.
Oh my god, it's your first
That was
time!
amazing.
Holy shit.
I just like, ah!
Okay, go roll your damage, please.
So, which is 2d8.
you guys fucking take this fucking druid down out of the fight and then can't take a step.
It's gonna help so much. Yeah, but whatever.
Sounds
We don't
like
need
the
that.
GM really wants us to have this staff.
Well, it's almost like somebody
Yeah.
asked you specifically to get it.
I'm trying to wait for my turn.
Did they?
I'm trying to wait for my
remember that.
turn.
We just said.
Got us to bring the
this.
heart.
Yeah.
They also asked you to bring the staff. Is that one of them lost?
11 cold damage.
11 cold damage.
And his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Doesn't matter. Blast off to the side. As he begins to run forward, he just falls down flat, catching his chest.
How far is Mage Hand go?
60, I think.
It's range is 30 feet.
Ooh.
He's 40 feet away.
So can
So if you guys want to do one more round of initiative before you start bolting, some of you can bolt, some of you cannot.
Come towards me and then hide
Okay.
behind me.
Okay,
Somebody
I'll
grab
do
the
that. I'll do that.
stick.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay, okay. Is it my turn, by the way?
Not yet.
Oh, no, okay.
That'll be Lazarus Bloodmaw.
Is it our turns?
Oh, it's
Or was
top
that
of the
my
round?
turn?
Yeah, we're gonna go top of the round again because you already did your turn because it was at the start of the round. So we're
Okay.
gonna do one more round of this.
Can
That's how we're
I?
gonna do it, and you guys can tell me if you guys are gonna leave or not.
Okay, and he's 40 feet away.
He's now dead. Yes. 40 feet.
Okay, and the staff is 40 feet away.
Yes.
So I'm going to use 10 feet of my movement to go closer.
Okay.
Use Mage Hand to grab the staff.
Okay. Got it.
Oh,
And
God, okay,
then-
never mind.
Is
God.
Mage Hand a bonus action to use?
Mage Hand is a standard,
It's a standard.
which is the problem.
I think it's a standard to start it.
Yes.
I'm just going to double check whether it's... If it's okay, controlling the hand is an action, so that's basically going to be my action, but I'm going to grab it and then move another 20 feet back.
Can't you already cast a spell?
Hmm?
You already cast a spell.
Do Mage Hand.
Cast
What do you mean?
Cast Ray of Frost.
Or Frost, yes.
I thought you said we were back at new initiative now.
I know, but that means that you would have cast it in initiative, then cast it out of initiative. You know what I mean?
Then why did you tell me it's my turn?
Because that way we can just start the turnover again.
So it's a new turn?
So
Yes.
if it's
So he should have a new spell. By that logic.
No, because I thought you guys were gonna fucking leave, and by starting this turn over again, I thought you guys were gonna bolt down the tunnel. I said this thing is available.
Yes.
And how...
And as it's the start of your turn, if it's either of your start of the turn, you can tell me whether you guys want to dash or do something else, like move standard. You decided to cast a spell which
Yeah.
ended him.
And then you said it's a new turn.
No. You're at the start of initiative.
Okay.
I'm actually with Ada on this. That they did
Whatever.
that.
Then they get
then,
two spells in a row. Do you see the problem here?
Yes, I do. But you.
I mean, if
you
I-
restarted the
Yeah.
turn order and then told us both of us that it was the beginning of a new turn.
Yeah,
That's
because,
how I interpreted your words at
Okay,
me.
so arithmetic-wise, that means they get two turns in a row.
But
right?
that we weren't in
That's what you
initiative.
told me.
I know. I'm trying to reevaluate here because the plans have changed.
Okay. I'm just confused because
Do you want to use two?
it's like you told me that I have a new turn and then
and then I gave you
had unsaid consequences of what the restrictions of that turn are that weren't clear to me.
I think instead what happened is that action was your
but-
turn,
Yes.
and it is now just my turn.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's
Yeah.
what is trying
Okay.
to be
Yeah.
communicated.
I understand
by
what you
Brad.
mean. Yeah.
like when it's the start of your turn. If you were at the start of your turn and I tell you got a turn,
Okay.
Okay, so now it's
That's just a bit
future,
confusing, Brad.
Don't
Just-
say it's a
just-
new
it's
turn
not
when
just
it's
data.
not.
it was a new turn. The initiative ended. That's why I said it's,
it's
a
cool.
Guys, can we please
It's
continue?
cool. All right, who's up next?
But it's not.
Now get the fuck out of here.
How you are at the start of initiative? Like that's the problem
I cast
I'm having. Here.
okay, I cast a spell.
Yep.
Then you said, "Now it's a new turn."
Yeah, that
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on.
Let's move on, please.
Let's just
yeah.
let's keep
move
the ball
on.
rolling.
What are you doing, Egrith?
I'm just gonna move. I'm just
Okay.
gonna keep walking down the fucking
You're
tunnel.
moving full movement.
Yeah.
Okay. You're 135 feet away, if I'm not mistaken. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Okay. After that, that is going to be lizardfolk. Lizardfolk is gone. The other two are going to run to the side, and they're just going to start double dashing.
Okay.
They are going to get to about 30 feet away from the cave.
Okay. If that wasn't an option, by the way, I did use my movement.
That is fine.
How far away is Aisha from
Aisha is 120 feet.
from where?
So
He went
from
down?
where you started, because you had to run back, right?
He was 100. Okay. He was 40 feet away.
From the cave entrance, and you double dashed in
When-
right to 150.
Yeah. When I was 150, then I brought him down, so he was 40 feet away from that. So he would have been 110 feet
Yep.
toward us from a starting point. So you're probably in mage hand range.
Yeah, you're totally in the
Yep.
range.
Okay.
Okay. After that, it is going to be Ruby
Dashing.
Yeah. You just
dashing.
around.
Strength check, please.
Yes, that is a 20-something.
No problem.
Ooh, fuck.
So as you begin to enter into the cave, as it begins to go, I need to roll a check.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. Good for you. as that happens, Night Shadow.
Yes. So you successfully use Mage Hand to snatch the thing, right?
No.
Or no. No? Okay, then I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna do that right now.
Okay.
I'm just I'm gonna do it. Oh,
Okay.
roll D20. Do I roll D20?
Well,
No.
No, you don't.
No.
roll
Oh,
anything.
it just happens. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
You just
Fuck.
go out of the side. You move 10 feet of movement to get to
Yeah.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Grab it.
Grab
and
it.
You're running back.
Yeah, running back.
Okay,
Running
cool.
the fuck back.
You are now 130.
I have the
Those
staff.
lesbians are gonna let you in their coven.
Yay!
And I believe that
They're
you
gonna
get...
be my moms.
Yes. Okay. After that is going to be Night Shadows at the end.
Yeah.
It's going to be new Lasgra and Ygrith. As you guys go.
I'm gonna draw too.
Is anyone within 60 feet of me? Any enemies?
The larger mass of enemies are there.
Okay.
There's a lot of them.
I'm still kind of at the front, but I'm still gonna just throw a ray of frost into there.
It wouldn't have mattered.
You're gonna
It
hit
wouldn't
one.
matter. I had to dash
Okay.
anyway.
I'm gonna try. I mean,
Okay.
it's better than doing nothing, and I'm already in the
I don't think
front,
we
so
need
there's
to
no
do
real
this.
use of me dashing. Or who's? Am I in the
Okay,
front?
we leveled up.
Yeah, you are the closest to the entrance right now.
Okay. And who's the furthest away
still
from me of
left.
allies?
The furthest away, Ruby.
And Ruby
At
is
175 feet.
Yep.
So you're like right behind me, actually.
No.
I've moved 180 feet from starting.
Here's the issue, because when you moved back to the cave, right?
Yeah.
You had to move back to the cave to make Mage Hand thing. But you didn't use Mage Hand.
No, I didn't do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, keep on going.
So you're not.
I'm only 5 feet away from you.
Yeah, 5 feet away.
Okay. So who's?
So run.
I'm not in the front then.
No, you are not. You were in the back.
Okay.
gonna
So
say run, run, run.
fuck that. I'm just gonna dash.
Yeah.
Okay. Write that down in your dashing.
I have
Ruby,
2
you're
left.
at 3, correct?
Yes, I'm at 3, and I also have Sanctuary for 3 times, because it's 6 turns, right?
Yes. Remember your Constitution modifier. though.
Yes.
240.
You're dashing forward, so you are at 210.
I was at 180, so now I should be at 240. Oh no, did I? 210. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome sauce. Okay. After that, Ygrith.
No, was I 180?
You were 180 and then you dashed, right? So that's why I was asking. I was like,
Yeah.
So
doesn't
that
seem right.
would be 240.
Yeah, that would be 240.
Okay.
There you go.
That's right.
Can
the
I
first
make
time.
2 attacks and then still move?
This is a large crowd. Like, this is the thing.
Yeah, we should just run.
run,
If
run.
you want to go, you will hit like 1. Like, unless you're using Hail of Thorns, in which case it's a wide AoE.
Right, but I also have 2 attacks.
You're able to hit 2.
Okay,
2 out of 50.
Yeah.
then I will
would say
double
just-
dash
yeah.
away.
Just
Okay.
run,
Because
just
you
run,
just
as
gotta-
well, just run,
The
please.
the cadence of your voice makes it clear that that's what you want us to do.
Well, here's the thing. Like
So that's what I do,
Speaking, that just
And I'm
doesn't
now
work.
190 feet.
Okay.
It's
You're
we
now
just
faster than us.
we
It's
just
just like
don't
firing-
have
yeah.
numbers.
They
Firing an
have
arrow to
50.
Yeah,
no
they
matter
have
how many
50.
single attacks you're able to do, you're never gonna be able to down that much.
Yeah.
There's a shit ton of them.
Though if I was 15 feet
Are
away, to
we
set them on fire.
coming up on the poison
I want to.
mushroom, whatever cavern?
Not yet.
Okay.
But when it does happen, I will tell you.
Okay.
Night Shadow, what are you doing?
I'm still
And Ruby, what are you doing?
Run, run,
Run,
run,
run.
run.
yeah.
Yeah.
The rubber run.
Do you still have to keep using your action
I can
from
actually
Mage
still
Hand?
But you can
dash.
just like take it and just.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have it
Yeah.
on me, right? It's on my body.
Okay.
Oh, whatever. That
And
sounds wrong.
I
Okay,
am dashing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do one more strength check. Do your doing your double dashing as well.
no dashing as well. And this is my last one. Yeah.
3
I
double
have been
dash.
rolling like crazy. 19.
No problem. Holy shit, Ruby.
Wait until I roll my
Jesus
one.
Christ. So you're double dashing, so you should be at 235, I believe.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
you should be at 190.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I only have one more dash in me.
So as that continues to go, you guys begin to go down to this cave. You slowly start to lose sight of the lizardfolk ahead. I need to roll another one. Jeez, complications, guys. So as you guys begin to run to the back, you slowly start to notice that Lasgra, about 10 feet away, you slowly start to notice where the water begins to dip in, and it slowly starts creating these harder bits of water. And you remember how hard it was to get through before.
Yeah.
This kind of shallow water. You're going to have to notice that this is almost going to act like a little bit of a barrier. So everyone here who's going through that area is going to have to make a acrobatics check to get through, to have speed unaffected.
Okay.
And lizard folk are going to rush in. So they,
If
yeah.
I were to cast Ray of Frost on this water, would that do anything?
You can certainly try.
Like, from what Losgren knows about fantasy thermodynamics, would it just make the water cold, or would it give a patch of ice that's
It
at
would
least...
give a patch of ice.
Okay. How's everybody at ice skating?
Haven't done much of it.
I'm carrying shit and running, so I can't respond much.
Let's
You
just
just
go.
see Strewn behind you, just go, what's ice?
Ah, fuck
Like,
it.
run.
I'm just gonna... Yeah, okay.
Strewn's fantasy ice.
So I'm not gonna try that.
Is what you're doing?
I'm not gonna try that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Gonna
go.
run through?
Yeah.
Okay, can you please give me an acrobatics check, please?
Acrobatics. I can certainly try.
Ooh, nice.
No problem. You get through without issue.
Yeah, 19.
Standard movement or dash?
I'm gonna keep dashing.
Okay.
I got one left after this.
You were at 230 before, right?
I was at 240.
240 before. Okay, cool.
So 270.
Damn.
No. 300.
Yeah, 300.
Yeah, because you're ahead of me.
You go.
Okay.
As you begin to run forward, you slowly start to notice that there's a little patch of water that about 30 feet down that had the cave. Your standard movement or your dashing? I just need to know.
Did you already cast Ray of Frost? Does that do anything?
No, I didn't try it. I feel like the consequences to being slowed down versus the consequences of eating shit on ice in a cave.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just keep dashing.
Okay,
That'll be my third dash, and I have one more before I get a
so you
point of
should be at
exhaustion.
250, I believe.
I think
Which is
so.
exactly where the thing
Yes.
is. So at that point, next move, I'm going to have to ask you to make a check. Right
That's
now.
the next dash. I have one more point of Constitution.
Yep. Okay. Okay. After that, well, you're at the 250 mark, and at 250, there's going to be a hazard, which is the shallow bit of water that's present there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Okay. After that is going to be Ruby and Night Shadow.
Yes.
What are you doing?
I'm at 235, so if I do my movement, I'm at 250, and I have to do that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You also need to make 2 checks. You need
Yeah,
to
I know, because I'm
strength and acrobatics.
disadvantaged.
Yeah.
How are you disadvantaged?
Wait, what?
Oh, wait, don't have to, because I'm carrying the thing, don't I?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay.
So just the strength.
That is 16.
Just fine. Jesus. Okay. Are you double
Acrobatics?
dashing
I just
or no?
gotta, huh?
Are you double dashing or no?
Do I need to double dash to get through it?
No, you can just get through it with your standard.
I'm gonna just use the standard because I only have one left, and I'm gonna use that last.
As that happens, I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So you're about
Oh
up
my
with...
god, my
As you
god.
begin to run over, you kind of see down the side of the hallway. You can see Losgar running down to the side.
dice.
As you can see the large bit of water.
Ugh.
You seemingly run through, just holding this large thing as you begin to run as fast as you can down the side. You can like
So
just
maybe you should dash.
right behind.
I'm at 12. It doesn't make, I'm pretty sure.
You just made it actually.
Oh god.
So as you begin to run to the side, your legs begin to slip a little bit as you begin to slide on your legs before you just begin to start running through the thing on the side. Okay, after that, Night Shadow.
Okay, yeah, I'm 190 feet right now.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my like dash.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash one more
You should
time.
be at 250.
Yes, yes,
You're
yes.
going to be there next turn.
Yes.
Lizardfolk are just going to double dash all the way there.
I am going to use Ray of Frost once we're through to hopefully trip the lizards up.
Okay.
Okay, at that point, that's fine. That's fine. All right, after that, going to be top of the turn. Basgra, Egrith. Wait, no. Yeah, Basgra, Egrith.
You got this.
I'm going to use my movement, and then I'm going to ready my action. Once everybody has at least made some progress through the thing, I would like to use my action.
Okay.
Once everybody's made some progress into the water.
Okay, that will be on the end of Egrith's and Night Shadow's turn. Okay, at the end of that, Egrith, I need you to make an acrobatics check, please.
Nice.
Natural
No
18
problem.
plus
Nice.
3
You gotta
points.
run onto the side. It soaks onto your legs a little bit as you just continue like just bolting down to the side. What's your movement?
I'll just do regular movement.
Okay, cool, no problem. You're 20 feet away from Laws. Okay, after that is going to be Ruby and Night Shadow.
Moving, not dashing.
Okay,
Nice.
15.
just fine.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Jeez.
Uh,
I'm also moving too, just to
Okay,
go
do
along
it.
with. Okay.
Do it.
Use an action.
5 feet.
What do I add to that?
Acrobatics.
Sorry, yeah. It is a 10.
You go over to the side, slide underneath,
Oh.
and fall into the water.
Oh,
Prone.
fuck.
Fuck!
Fuck. Oh,
Are you behind me?
yeah.
Night Shadow's last.
god.
As that continues to happen, the lizards
How far
begin to,
away?
like, run down to the side. They are getting close. As you can hear them just going on to the side. Not Lazarus. Night Shadow, you can give me a perception.
No one
check,
has
please.
anything to collapse the
So
tunnel.
there's no
I only have my fire.
Oh my god.
water between here and there.
7.
No.
There is water, and Night Shadow's in it.
Yeah.
It kind of slipped and fell. Okay,
So I gotta wait.
7. You have no idea, but as you start to see the light on the other side, you can see
Maybe
like,
you should
figures beginning to make their way in.
hang back and then use your flame breath as soon as they get close enough.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, at that point is going to be Lazarus, your go.
Okay. So I'm just not gonna have my action from last turn. So there's no. Aisha fell immediately, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. So same thing. I'm gonna get about.
Oh, really?
We're all gonna try to help you.
I'm gonna.
No, like the songs.
If
Like,
anyone else dies,
50 feet away,
oh my god.
so you know that.
It's mage
From
hand me a
the
rope and I'll
entrance?
pull you.
No, from where Aisha is.
Okay, so I can't do much about for Aisha. Okay, I'm just gonna use my movement and hold my action again and
Okay.
see if anyone gets.
Okay, that's fine.
Once everyone's within 60 feet of me, so I can ice the water without hitting them.
Okay, it's going to go. Whoever's going to turn, you're just going to be slightly there at the corner as it begins to turn out, so you have a little bit more of a vantage point. You guys.
I'll just keep moving
Okay, no problem.
my regular movement, and I'll hold any attack if I see anything.
10. All right. After that, it's going to be Ruby.
All right, what feet are you at? Away.
250.
250? Okay. I'm
I
going.
just go.
Huh?
I just keep going.
I can't leave Aisha.
She'll be fine.
Whoa!
If anyone gets close to Aisha, I will ice them.
All right. Do you yell that?
Yes.
Okay. So I continue. I'm gonna do my strength check.
Carrying the heaviest thing.
Actually,
man.
how far?
17.
Just fine. You're doing
Oh my
great on
god,
this check.
nice.
I know. Wait for my 1 to happen.
Yes.
Never mind.
Okay, as that continues to happen, Night Shadow, you're going to use half your movement to get up, being prone.
Okay.
Okay.
Dash.
Yeah, I'm dashing now. I'm dashing the fuck out of here. What am I rolling for again? I'm rolling for another.
You're not,
Oh,
yeah,
I'm just dashing.
you just fell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just.
You're just wet.
Keep
Okay.
on going.
Uh,
You lose half your movement.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So,
So you're dashing?
Dashing.
So it's going to be 45 feet, right?
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
So if you're at 230 right now, you should be at 275, right?
Yeah. 275. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
275,
As it begins to go over to the side, you can see as they begin to flood in, and just how close they are away. They're away. They begin to flood into the side, and you can see as they begin to advance. These kind of 4 or 5 at a time, running with spears and shields, running ahead just down this long hallway. As you can see that it begins to. You can see that it begins to echo. You can hear that it begins to echo as a flood of them begin to come out of the side, blocking all light from out. You can see 10, 15 beginning to come to the side as they begin to flood. Night Shadow, you suddenly see is like, oh, they're only 30 feet away. Oh, they're only 20 feet away. Oh, they're only 15 feet away. As you slowly just start to like
God.
bolt for it. Yeah, these guys are fast.
And
Okay. after that,
275 it was Aisha's?
Yes. 275.
they're now 15 feet away. You can use your action to fire at the water if you want.
I can't really do that without doing it in front of Aisha.
I should
'cause-
say that Aisha's clear.
Aisha's
Aisha's
out.
I'm fine.
Oh,
I'm not
you
there
are
anymore.
55 feet away from me. So
Not
yes, I
anymore.
can actually do it right behind you.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Do
do
you need to
you
roll
use
anything
pass?
when I'm attacking
Yes,
water?
please roll it.
Just to see if I fuck up?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
That's not great. That's a 13.
It's enough.
Just hit.
Creates an impediment in front. You can see some of them begin to run to the side.
Do you need damage or to see how far it spreads or anything? Okay.
No, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Makes it harsh
You
terrain.
see some of them begin to slaughter through it. They begin to lose half movement as it becomes difficult terrain. They're going to lose a little bit of movement next round. You guys all begin to bolt down. You don't need to tell me what you guys are doing right now because we're just running off a different thing. Dashing or not dashing?
Not dashing.
Dashing or not dashing?
I have one left. Not yet.
Okay, dashing or not dashing?
I think I'm ahead of everyone, so if anything, I will use less movement to try to let everyone else catch up to me.
Okay.
Yeah. What was
You're at
your?
what?
I think I'm at 310.
Yeah, you're 310.
How's String
I'm
doing?
actually ahead of you.
Strun is actually 300 too.
Just want to make sure.
Then I'll just keep moving with the group then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 360, so I'm.
I'm at 355.
Holy shit, guys.
Yeah, what are you doing?
I'm dashing as well.
Okay, that's your final dash for today.
Yes.
If you use any more, you will get exhausted.
Okay.
As we begin to run down the So they kind of come down this large tunnel. You see the familial mold on the side as he continues to regrow and repatch some of the ways that Ravino kind of went through. And you kind of have this bright little moment looking back as you can hear like the kind of jittering screams behind you.
Yeah, what's gonna add?
Can I it's growing everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's going on the side of the walls in that little chamber.
Can I? There are some on the ceiling that I could really make sure gets off, or
Like block
Make
our
sure
path.
it gets
flammable.
Block our path behind us.
It's a mold, right?
Yeah.
How would that work?
Is there anything
I
that will
don't know.
agitate them?
Exactly,
Get
that's
some
what I'm
spores
saying.
in
I
the
didn't
air.
Do the lizards people have lizard boots? Or are they walking barefoot?
They're walking barefoot.
Yeah, so mold on the floor is a good thing.
Okay, I'm just trying to ascertain what you're doing.
I want to use my blade and slash some mold onto the ground.
Sure.
As
Can
we
you give
walk
me a hand,
past.
please? Just like,
And if you fuck up, you get it on you.
I wonder if fire.
It also might be flammable, guys.
Yes, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do shit with that.
Sleight of hand, you say?
Or you can.
Oh, Aisha.
10.
Or if
Yeah.
you,
you
you
get a little
fire,
bit.
yeah.
It's not a lot. Just kind of goes on
I
the
would
ground. You can
rather
maybe
use
get
my
one
fire
lizard's
breath as a
foot.
last
I'm in a
resort.
hurry.
Okay.
It's really strong right
Okay,
now.
yeah, I'll do it.
Because I finally put on the necklace.
As you guys begin to run down, you guys just continuing. You guys continue to run down, kind of bolting from side to side. And as you continue to go down the other side, you can kind of see there's like this little build of gnats that are onto the side of it through the back. Onto the side. I keep saying onto the side.
Yeah, yeah.
These kind of gnats that begin to go, they begin to cloud your movement as you can still hear noises and sounds coming from the other side. From the side, bolting one more round, guys.
Still just regular.
Just
running.
regular.
I'm gonna. Where did my fucking spell sheets go? I'm going to use. I don't know what would bother these things. I'm just gonna use my movement. I'm gonna blast a ray of frost through the gnats to see if that
Okay, don't help.
clears them off a bit.
Sanctuary's done by the way.
Attack
Roll
roll.
done. Okay, yep, good.
21.
No problem. Cash over to the
Nice.
side.
I'm just running forward.
Okay.
Running forward as well.
Okay. As it begins to go forward, the gnats begin to disperse, and as you just pass them, you run past. You see over to the side. They're still bolting at you. They're about 100 feet away. You're slowly starting to lose them. And as you guys head outside of the cave entrance, you kind of see this kind of silent twilight for just a moment.
Hold on. As we approach the entrance, I do call.
What?
I'm just
What?
hoping nothing bad happens at the entrance.
Oh wait, remember this X on the ground? That's where my snare is. Jump over that, please.
Yep. So as you guys all begin to go,
We already
you can choose
planted
who you can choose who it takes. You can choose who it activates.
I don't think so.
Totally, yes. Sir.
Check.
Because if it's a spell, it's usually
yeah, it's a spell.
it's usually safe for friendlies.
Snare? Anyway, it's not going to be important unless somebody runs into it.
Anyways,
Yeah, it just says when a small to large creature steps into the circle, I think it triggers automatically with just any creature.
okay.
So you put a big X.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Okay, so we
Thanks.
can.
Okay, so as you guys begin to run around,
Yeah.
run around into the sides, you can see this small little clustering of wood as you guys begin to run out. These kind of larger voices begin to come out echoing through the cave, making it louder, almost like a speaker, as it begins to project out into the forest.
Can I understand it?
Not really.
Okay, I
It's really
didn't know if we
echoey.
were speaking Draconic or not.
Yeah, it could also be like yeah, as they begin to run out to the side. You guys make it out into the forest. Out here, they're gonna have a little bit harder time finding you. You guys can continue running down. You guys can continue. You guys can try to hide. What do you guys want to do?
Run or hide.
Where
guys.
is the
Well, run or
horse?
hide or try and make.
Yeah.
What's right?
Where is the celestial horse with Shoal and the hobgoblin?
Back at the witch's place.
Did it
That's
go-
where
It was at,
oh, okay.
It was at yeah, it was at the witch's
I,
place.
that's where I told it
yeah,
to go.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I think we should just keep running.
I keep on running.
I think so
Okay.
too.
At this point, you guys kind of feel like the weight of running all this time. And as you begin to slow down, you can kind of see some of the lizard folk begin to go out as they begin to spill outside of the cave. One of them gets their leg trapped, and as they begin to run, they pile over, and a whole bunch of them just stomp on one.
Oh
And
my
as they begin
god.
to look back,
Oh my
It
god.
pulls them up so that they're hanging
That was
3
the
feet
nice one.
Oh.
above the ground.
3 feet above the ground, that's
Yeah.
fine. They're still going to
Yeah.
be battered by spears and
Yeah, exactly.
shields. And
Oh my god.
as one of them begins to swing over to the side, knocking out a whole bunch, and then moving back, they all seem slightly confused as they look around. And that's going to be the end of this little chase.
Oh. Thank.
Fudge!
Uh,
Wait, I can swear. Fuck!
yeah.
Quest queers may contain coarse language. Your discretion is advised.
Okay.
Yeah,
So as that
fuckers.
happens, you guys exit out for just a moment, and you look into the wood with this kind of quiet stillness. You escaped with what you had. He's holding one giant bodied head of one giant, like, kind of ram's head, the size of your body, holding in one hand the dragon scale, the lion's teeth, and the remains of your friend.
Are we back at the witch's place?
Not yet. You guys
Okay.
are in the forest right now. But it kind of hits you at that moment.
We just have to keep going. We gotta
Ruby
regroup.
just immediately starts crying quietly to himself.
You kind of hear like the clitter
Not
clatter
safe
of
yet.
Ravenel's mask against the little parts of the vials hitting your legs.
I actually might cry.
The,
Hold it together, Rubes. We gotta
the ash
regroup.
and the charcoal like shifting with the weight of every step.
Let's get to the witch's hut.
Yeah, let's go.
This is not right.
Let's go.
We didn't even have time to mourn.
You guys begin to walk back, and you kind of find your familiar steps.
As we're on the way back, I'm just like, I'm not sure what we should do with the remains, but tomorrow I'll attempt to contact Kasarinam.
Maybe he's not.
When we're
He's
back.
never died before. Maybe he just needs time to. Maybe a reform.
Rubes, this ain't a bone pile. This is ash.
We don't know.
We said it yesterday. When you die in the Feywild, you die in real life.
Do you think this is funny?
That's what you said.
Well,
I don't know how this works.
there's plain and nonsense sometimes, but let's just regroup. Back at the hut.
So, tracking past the familiar tracks that you had before, standing 6, and now tracks 5. Walking down, the standing twilight still continues to glint off of the stains that you found, and the wounds grievous, but still alive. Walking back, you can see as the gate kind of opens a little bit, you can see
Do we pass by that dead elf tree thing?
that's the thing. If you guys want to do that,
Yeah,
you guys
no.
can tell me. 'Cause you guys
No,
are-
that's a detour, I think.
You have to just as straight on to the witch's cottage as we can. I need to make sure that soul is okay.
And we need a long rest so I can prepare sending.
Was that out of character?
I thought it was humorous.
I mean, I need to.
I know, but I was just.
In character, I need to rest
Yeah.
so I can prepare sending. But anything else before we get back there?
I need new shoes. Fuck those things.
Somebody has mending, I'm sure.
I have mending actually.
As that happens, you take your way back to the familial witch's cottage around. You can kind of see it in the distance before you see a small little troop of hobgoblins present, going throughout the forest and walking. They seemingly are in a smaller patrol, about 6 or 7 of them strong, and they all seem rather calm as they begin to walk through. Off the beaten path, they kind of take a look around and they see in your direction. What is he gonna do?
Stealth check.
Okay, he's gonna do his group stealth check.
Perhaps we should slow down and move stealthily.
It's 22 for me.
So everybody rolls a stealth, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for everyone to roll.
Yeah, it's cat.
That's cacked. That's not cocked.
I got a 21.
18.
Nice. 22.
I got a 4.
Fuck!
It's
One
my favorite
fail.
number
Oops.
As you
today.
kind of go over to the side, 3 of you just walking like real Metal Gear Solid Snake. Like one of you's taking like a fauna and just like putting it in front of your face. And strangely enough, as you 3 begin to walk down normally, Aisha just goes, "Oh, I just got something a little bit on my boot." As you just grab Aisha by the collar and just suck her onto the ground. With a small little poof of dust. One of the guards seemingly looks in the direction, and then they just keep on walking down the path. You guys avoided that one. As you slowly begin to make your way down, you come across the familial witch's hut, with its kind of nice and honeysuckle and the garden in the back. And you can see the kind of face that Minnie has as she comes back. back out. No, sorry, Julie. That was her name.
Is
Julie.
the skeletal horse chilling somewhere?
Yeah.
By the way,
chilling
Shoal
outside.
was definitely like at the window,
Yeah.
like waiting.
Shoal's feet kind of dangling down a little bit. The horse that's present, the skeletal horse, as you can see Julia, she kind of like goes out to the side with familiar golden locks of hair and begins to look out, and you can see her eyes begin to like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Without even looking at her, I just thrust the heart into her arms. And
She kind of takes it and like stains her white clothes.
as soon as I think Shoal also like Shoal sees and he starts to smile a little bit and then makes the count, and I think he just wordlessly locks eyes with Laz and sees a tear start streaming down her face, and then he just starts wailing.
She's gonna make me cry.
And like
Stop.
and he just waits, and then Lazgra enters the hut and just like wraps her arms around him, and he's fucking wailing, and Laz is just silently sobbing.
As you come in, the kind of brighter light of the twilight begins to diminish a little bit as the shadows kind of overtake Raveno's mask. As the twilight, the very dim shadows that it draws, casts overneath. And are all of you heading in?
I'm heading in.
I will grab Struan by the shoulder and take him aside.
It's like, yeah.
You really fucked up back there.
He just kind of looks at you extremely confused. He's like,
You nearly got carried off by fucking lizard folk. We lost someone, and I'm blaming you. You did not pull your weight, and this was supposed to be your hunt.
did I not? Was I the only person who ran forward and then tried to deal with it myself, while all of you stayed in the back? Be mad all you want. Deaths are a group ordeal, not just one. You would know that. You've been on a hunt.
I've been on many hunts, and
You
we
should
had
know
a
that it's not
strategy.
anyone's fault.
You shouldn't have stormed blindly in.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was the strategy? Tell me, great General Ygritte.
Ygritte, it's okay, let's go in. That's why he just says, by the way.
Ruby is just
Chris will silently go back in.
Yeah.
Ruby's just like walks in and he's holding the ashes, and his makeup is completely fucked up as there's tears streaming down his face.
Yeah. Aisha's like 2 buttons are like now.
Are you two in here, by the way?
I'm there.
Okay.
You can kind of see that there's a little bit more food in the corner. Just a collection of tubers and zucchinis. Tea is already on.
Ruby's
Laz looks
not
at
hungry.
both of them, at Ruby and Aisha, and holds a hand out to them as well.
Ruby is unsure, but then like kind of like slowly comes in and rests his head on her shoulder. And just, he really wants to cry hard, but he's trying to keep it together.
It's a cry pile.
It's a cry pile.
Are you able?
Just,
The
yeah.
question is, are you able to keep it together with Shoal fucking bawling?
He's trying his goddamn best.
Aisha's,
Roll a con save.
Aisha being Aisha is just
That'd be a wisdom for sure.
Fine, wisdom. 15.
DC too high.
Fuck! He's crying. He's wailing. It's a very odd sound.
Aisha being Aisha is just gonna go to like one of the couches and just sit there, dislocate herself from everything, and just kind of sit there like in silence, holding Raveno's trumpet, just like holding it in silence, not even want to talk to anyone. Yeah.
You can see all the inhabitants of the house, shall we say, are just kind of silent, offering tea. They're quiet, kind of knowing that no real words can seal the closure or stop the bleeding. They just kind of wait and sit silently. They read books. They're quiet. It's allowing you to do whatever you want at that time.
Aisha may borrow that horn for a moment.
I guess just a long rest, eh?
Ruby's gonna cry on Laz until, like, is Laz on the ground or just standing?
Wherever
'Cause-
Shoal was.
And because
Because
like,
Shoal didn't move after he saw that, so I'm imagining on the ground,
You
basically.
can also see the unconscious hobgoblin
Efficient and
that you
saved.
saved on the dinner table.
I'm gonna go walk over. I'm gonna pull away for a second and walk over to her. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And how is she looking?
Pretty bruised. You can see like harsh gashing marks over on the side of the wrists. A lot of the rashes are seemingly clear. Pus has stopped. They're breathing steady. You can see some of the people, the women around, just kind of like take over and throw a table on and put a comforter on the table and put on a pillow. They're just kind of lying there. Their breathing is shallow. They are tired.
I think
But they're
before we
alive.
Go to bed.
They're alive.
So Ruby's gonna go over to where Aisha is and, like, you know, kind of wordlessly be like, "Can I sit here?" Like, kind of like motion.
I actually imagine that you're just so unable to contain yourself that it's still wordlessly, but you're trying to form words, but it's just sort of blubbering.
I want chicken
just
I can't afford chicken nugget. Does Aisha like?
Aisha's trying so hard to like she like gestures you over, and then as you like sit down, you put your head over, I guess, on her
Yeah.
shoulder. She just can't take it. She just starts bailing, and it's the first time you see her cry because she's trying to keep all.
And we're holding each
and
other
she's like,
hard.
she's like tearing up, and her like makeup is actually like running like straight down like this. It looks really bad, the black stuff.
Oh, we both have messed up makeup
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
I'm gonna be
And I'll
the
eventually cry myself to sleep on your
extra
shoulder.
mom of the group. Once the sort of initial grief starts to die down, I think Shoal's gonna go over and try to curl up in Egreth's lap. And Lasgra's gonna make sure everyone has tea, use some fucking prestidigitation to clean the like dripping makeup off of the faces of those to whom it would apply.
Egrith would be outside drinking orc wine.
Okay. Yeah, after cleaning everybody up, making sure the other hobgoblin we found is okay.
Oh yeah, there's a whole other hobgoblin.
We just had
Yeah.
a conversation
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah. It's okay,
So when I see that
How is this?
she's okay,
this
I don't
hurt.
think. Actually, you know, I think Shoal is gonna try and curl up with you two.
Okay, right, and but like on both of our laps, I assume, just a little curl.
And he's still crying a little bit, and
Ruby like massages his head as he kind of like whimpers slowly, like becoming exhausted and falling asleep.
Lasgra is kind of regaining composure, but the tears are still streaming. And she's just gonna go outside and wordlessly take a big swig off that orc wine.
Yeah, we pour one out too for our homie.
Pouring up for our homie.
We did not say that in character.
Presumably that's
We do not know that word at all.
long
No
rest. I
throwing, no
think.
throwing on this goddamn set.
Is that a long rest after all that, by the way?
Yes, we're gonna do a little bit of character.
Yeah.
As the night continues to go on, who all's asleep?
Ruby eventually falls asleep.
I don't think I have a choice because like I'm really low
Yeah,
HP.
can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please? Because this is where it would matter.
That's pretty good. It's a 15.
That'll be enough for orcish wine.
Aisha's gonna she's gonna
I'm making
sleep
one
on the
too.
couch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Con save.
yeah.
Uh,
What's with you guys' checks today?
18.
I didn't get these checks last time.
Oh, she's sleeping on the couch now. She's just where she was, but she's just gonna nod off.
As you guys begin to sleep, you kind of descend into this kind of small sleep. As you all begin to kind of descend into your slumber, into the twilight, the Feywilds, all get bright and dark. You feel a sense of calm and loss. that moment, and you can feel truly at rest. I wonder, is this what it felt like? Just for a brief moment. Night Shadow. As that happens, you can feel a light little tap on your shoulder. As you can feel like a finger just go right here. You can see it's Julie. She's kind of tied up, and she has like the book in her hand that she was looking for. Can you also grab me a beverage?
Yes. Do you want water?
Somehow. I can't say it.
Beer. I'll grab one too, please, if you don't mind.
Yes,
if you have the
thank
extra
you.
hands.
Okay, thank you.
Driving.
Extra hands.
No, I'm good.
This is good, so this is gonna be great.
This is
I
gonna.
I don't want you guys to say dick.
That's
by
fine.
the way. Night Shadow, as this happens, you
Yeah.
can see Julie. She kind of comes over and she's like, read the book, and she begins to walk outside for just a minute. She's kind of beckoning you to follow her.
She does so,
Okay.
quietly.
As you kind of walk outside, you can kind of see like the stars a little bit kind of come out from the back, and you can see the mixture of the sun and the moon in the sky. This kind of dull light that comes over, colored in this almost red and purples, as she kind of leads you out into the garden a little bit. And as she does so, she kind of gives you the book. She's like, I'm so sorry about the loss of your friend.
She doesn't respond to it. She just nods. Like you can tell that she's like.
You know that temple that we found out back? We lost her too. But this should be able to help her. You can kind of see like the black fuzzy book
Yeah.
that's present, and she's just like, I made a copy. It's written. She kind of hands it over.
Yep.
There may be something of value in there you might want to know. Some of those inscriptions are dangerous, and knowing them would be difficult to grasp with at times. This is in-depth knowledge of those who are not obliterated by the wheel.
Okay.
When soul passes, they enter back into life or death, or if they're especially good, they go to heaven. If they're especially bad, they don't. They go to that place. As you can kind of see, it opens up, and there's this kind of elvish inscription of the 9 hells.
Oh, okay.
And it kind of opens up, and as you can look at it a little bit more, like tiny bits of eyes begin to flutter open to the side of the page, and as they begin to go up and bubble, all of them begin to lock onto you for just a second. And she goes, it was inscribed to me by a friend. Very important, I hear. Not here, though. Shadowfell. I would keep a close eye on it.
Well, thank you. This is
Do you know
more enough.
what happens, right? When somebody dies. You can't imagine your friend did such exalted deeds they would wind up in each, would they?
I just assumed he's returned where he should belong.
Well, we all go to the dirt.
I don't think Rav does, though. Not sound like Rav,
Do you think he would have went to heaven?
of course.
Well, if that's the case, then he hasn't went into another soul, right? When creatures die, they re-enter other places if the soul is not annihilated. The soul is annihilated, gets re-put back into another creature. But if he's not, then he hasn't given anyone life yet, has he?
I used to just like trying to process this because it's like, what? Okay.
I mean, all we would need is a simple body part.
What kind of body parts? Like, what are we talking about here?
Don't know.
I don't.
I didn't see any body when I came back to life. I mean, I just assumed.
I don't know if Rav would like this though. I think Ravano symbolizes passing on and the balance of life and death, and respecting that, I don't think Rob would want to be back here.
She goes there and she just takes the staff that you were holding on
Yeah.
the side of the snake, and she like takes it back. She kind of like stamps it into the ground, and the snake kind of changes as the staff begins to change and begins to wrap around her arm almost as it begins to scutter out past her arm.
Okay. You're welcome, by the way, for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ada, for going the extra
Oh
step.
my gosh, you actually... Okay,
Wow.
Holy
thank you.
fuck.
That is some like diner waiter
Jeez.
shit.
Diner.
You are a
I don't know.
hero.
I had glass this whole time. I was a fool. What was I thinking, Ada?
It's okay.
How dare you?
That's fair. Oh, Jesus.
This is the last straw.
This is where you cut it out.
I'm out.
So as that happens,
Yeah.
she kind of continues going, and she's like, well, would be a cool experiment.
I don't believe so. Not for Raveno.
I don't know what Slugs would say.
Is it morning yet?
Nope.
Okay.
It's technically perpetually twilight.
Well,
But not, you guys are not up yet. That's what you're asking. I'm like, okay. Do what you wish.
Thank you for the book, though.
I will say this, though. Life is around for a good reason.
That is true. I just...
If your friend serves it, you're much better off serving it than the dirt. Think about it. I'm not asking you to do it.
I will have to talk to my friends about this.
And while you're at it, I'm just curious if you know about it. She kind of takes something out from the side. You can see it's like a sleek black stone. She kind of takes it out and she's like, this would be valuable. Way
Okay.
of doing it. If you want to look it over, that's yours. But I get it back before you leave.
Do I recognize this black stone, or...
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
Yeah,
with
it's
It's that
disadvantage.
fucking piece of black star.
The disadvantage,
This is
right?
the whole reason we fucking came here.
I know, yeah, that's what I thought, right? Yeah, okay, that's that. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, great. So it's gonna be 15, 18.
Give me disadvantage, for fuck's sake.
That was disadvantage, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
18.
What the fuck's up with you guys today?
We need to succeed. It's a very hard time.
He died for this to happen. Okay.
As they look at it, you identify it immediately. It's known as a Velshik's crown.
Please spell that, sorry. Velshwick.
Velshik.
Shik.
Velchic.
CHIC.
It refers to a type of necromantic energy,
Okay.
as well as the god itself. But that's just what it's called.
Got you, okay.
As they begin to look over it, they look down. Like, it's just a thought. I mean, there is a price for such a thing, but the price is exalted on the living, not the dead. Just a thought. Get some sleep. You'll need it.
Thank you. I will consider this, by the way.
Consider it in the morning. These bitches I live with. That peer pressure. Bye. She goes back inside.
I go back on the couch and sleep there silently.
You're half elven, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to sleep.
half elves.
Do you?
Do?
I have a limitation. Never mind.
Yeah, we kind of
They can't. I think they can't be.
Yeah, they can be
forced
charmed.
charmed and
That's what it is. Yeah,
sleep
yeah,
or put to
yeah.
sleep. Yeah.
I get the best benefits of each. So as that happens, the morning arrives in the not with light or with birds chirping, but with the same damn sky you've woken to sleep with. And as many of them begin to look around, you can see the people inside are kind of walking around. The two of them are getting into arguments, bickering upstairs about how much his covers. And you can see Julie kind of sitting in the corner reading something.
I will say to our own group, not to our hosts, but if you guys want to say some words about Raveno, I will blow the horn after breakfast. And I'm also thinking of blowing it again when we get back to, not the Feywild, the material plane, I guess. Because I don't know if the sounds of it will permeate through the multiverse or whatever. So one here, and then we'll do another when we get back for good measure. I don't know if it'll actually do anything. I don't know if this horn is magic or not. But I think it's a good gesture.
I shall be contacting Caesarea. Is there anything else that I should mention?
Can you contact him from here?
It'll probably work. Anything else I should mention or know about before I ask him how to proceed?
Ruby's just clutching the health potion bottle with the remains.
Are you gonna mention that conversation?
I was trying about. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
No, but like it's your character's choice.
I'm still like thinking how to do it, but like that.
You
You do your thing first. You do your thing first. Yeah.
Oh no, he's just clutching to the bottle and like shaking. He's not saying anything.
Yeah. So we're all. It's just us gathering, right now, because everyone else is.
Strune's in the corner.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
Everyone hates Strune.
I don't hate
Strune.
Strune.
He's done barely any work.
Ruby doesn't.
Yeah.
Ruby doesn't blame him at all.
And he's a dick to witches, so I'm just like whatever.
Ruby's not mad at him at all.
Anyways, I go to you guys, and I said, so I had an interesting conversation last night when I was trying to go to bed, and one of them woke me up, which is kind of rude, but whatever. They gave me this box.
Jesus Christ, I can't get you guys right.
There's no winning.
But she was awesome book, and I'm so grateful for her. However, she did give me this black stone, and it's called.
Is that a piece of star that we're after?
Not.
No?
She mentioned it being called the Velchik Crown, and has necromantic properties in there. She also mentioned that there is a way for us to bring Ravino back. However, it requires some sort of...
What?
I'm pretty sure that Ravino
He
mentioned...
said specifically.
Requires what?
Yeah.
Last when we stood here
I
in
said-
this very room,
Yeah.
that he would not want that.
I agree, and I said the same.
Like
Caesarea
1,500 years old or
something.
something. Like, he lived a good run.
I said the same thing. I mean, yes, I agree. I want to respect our friend at the same time.
Then why did you bring it up?
At the same time, I'm sure that wherever Ravino is, it's not like they don't feel invested in this quest. You know, they had a mission, they didn't accomplish it. Perhaps it's worth mentioning to Caesarea. He's known our friend a lot longer than we have.
Maybe these ashes were help, but only if he's not brought back to life.
Through what mechanism was this resurrection to be taking place? I don't want to leave anything
It
out.
requires a body, which, on second thought, I think we should just not talk more about this. I think the decision has been made. The stone is obviously necrotic, and I don't think we should be tampering at this for Ravno.
At this point, Julie kind of goes over to the side and she's like, "It requires a body-ish."
Either way, I think we're gonna respect Ravino's wishes and not do the thing.
I'll mention it in a message. I'm sure Caesarea will not approve of that option, but it's worth bringing up, I think. So, I'm going to attempt to cast Sending and see if I connect.
I'll roll on the side.
Okay.
Rolls less than a 5, I'll tell you.
Well, it has to be a 1 for it to not.
Oh, I was just going to do the percentile dice. But
Oh, okay.
We agreed on that one, but it doesn't really matter.
I mean, a 1 is a 5% chance on a d20.
Yeah,
so.
that's exactly right. I was like, that doesn't matter.
Same thing.
As you're doing this, I'm just going to put back the black stone in her purse.
Okay.
Do I feel... Will I know whether it connected, or will I only know whether I get a response or not?
You'll, like...
You might want Shoal to also cast Identify on that staff.
It was a success.
Okay, sure. Shoal can do that as a ritual. I think Shoal has been very clear that if you don't know what something does, ask him what it does, and he'll figure it out. So he's going to cast Invis Ritual, and I'm going to cast Sending to Kasari Nam. So, actually, I'll mark off my spell slot first so I know. Wait, the Sending doesn't have the ritual tag, right?
No, it does not.
Okay. That would be kind of OP.
That would be ridiculously OP. For a 3rd level spell, what the
Yeah.
fuck you doing, Wizards of the Coast?
So that's one of those. And I will send this 25-word message for those viewing at home who don't know what sending does. It allows you to send a message of up to 25 words to a target of whom you are familiar. If they know you, they recognize that it's you sending to them. It works across any distances, and being on a different plane simply incurs a 5% chance of failure. So, i.e. 1 in 20. So I will send to Kasari Nam. Grave news. Ravino has passed. In Feywild. Let's see. Like, end of sentence, whatever. Lay to rest here. Attempt necromantic resurrection. Or bring the remains to you after securing the Black Star Shard.
You hear it back. Shame. Thought he'd outlive me.
I can't hear this, but my heart.
Bring back body. Get more shards.
Is that it?
Yeah.
I'm ready to commit.
All right.
Does the blood
So,
one-
so
Broken me.
Kasari has instructed us to bring the remains back when we can. I think the mission to secure the shards of the Black Star is the most important, though I think that the next one might require going back to Lake Reach anyhow. But in any case, let's hold on to him and get him back to Kasaria.
Shall we meet in the lawn once breakfast is adjourned?
Yeah. They kind of give you this kind of really weird vegetable mixture. Seems all fresh
Actually,
and well made.
I'm gonna try.
the zucchinis, right?
Yeah, I like
Yeah, I love
carrots and
zucchinis.
stuff.
Oh,
Ruby
A
just
weird
has
garden
no
salad for breakfast.
appetite.
I'm gonna try sending again. While everyone's doing that, of course, I believe that. As far as I'm aware, this nobody hears me say the message. Am I correct in that?
Repeat.
Like,
sorry?
there's a verbal component, but like, I
Yes.
don't have to say the message out loud, do I?
No. It works
Okay.
same as message.
So
Messages.
I should also use the washroom like real quick.
I'm gonna try another sending.
character.
character.
In
Gonna go
character,
inside.
please.
I'm pissing
Pop
in
us
character.
Did you wanna roll the d20 in case it fucks up?
Fine.
Okay. This one is to Oscar's mother, Kalgra. She's feeling a little overwhelmed, but she's gonna send. Hi, Mama. On an important quest, though I've lost a friend. You'd have liked them. Reminded me of Glum. I miss you. How are you?
Now you have to come up with a hobgoblin mother voice.
Oh, yeah. Listening to
Luckily, you've GM'd Kalgra before, so you should have an idea.
Yeah. Do I remember?
She's the one who hit on that Goliath.
Holy fuck.
Kalgra's the best.
Oh Jesus.
She has less of the accent.
Yeah. So like, kind of like.
Kalgra's a little bit more like
Kalgra's
she's been
a little bit
smoking
more
for a
like
while.
this, Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Like a dino waitress.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
A little bit like how Ruby talks. A little bit of smoker.
Doing better. At bar at Beyond Bore. Death happens. Pain passes. Take care of yourself. I'm rooting for you. Oh my god.
I should imagine all that said in character too. Like just every few minutes, just Ruby's just like, ah!
I believe if I have more, I think I have like 3 more letters left, so I'm just gonna say I love you.
Well,
Why didn't Casaria say I love you?
Because he doesn't love us. He doesn't know us. He knows Ravno.
Might be fair to say that Casaria doesn't know a lot of people.
Oh,
it's too old to keep track.
there goes all my 3rd level slots because I really wanted to talk to my mom.
Well, people keep just going up in flames for him, so it's kind of hard. Told you I'm writing a story about him.
I know.
I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to give you
Also,
problems.
by the way, at some point, she'll very
That's my life.
stealthily, oops,
Ugh.
It's okay.
writes a little note in his shitty common handwriting that just says, "Can I keep the mask?" Signed, Shoal. And he just puts it in the pack for when we bring it back to Casaria.
Yes.
That
stuff
sneaky little bastard.
Stuff that was available was, you guys can
Here, Jack came down, so I'm going to take a turn before we do the vigil.
take a turn at what?
The bathroom.
Jesus.
Everybody poops.
That's your action.
And
I like
peas.
how I'm just like I'm such an asshole. Like every single time I do it.
There's like 5 bathrooms at this hut. It was nice.
So Shoal slips that into the
So-
bag.
Yes.
So whoever has the bag.
Still
Do
doing-
you have the bag? Who's the bag?
Whose bag? What bag?
Raveno's shit.
Raveno's.
I have Raveno's
you have,
ashes.
Yeah, you have the ashes. I
But
have
do-
something.
But
Oh,
you
yeah.
have the rest of the stuff.
I have the rest of the stuff. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So you
He
have the
puts that in
ashes.
with the stuff.
Okay.
As Shoal does that, night shadow.
So
Yes.
put Shoal's
You can
note
look
in the
at
contents.
the inventory list. You might want to pull out a notebook because it's a lot of shit.
I'm gonna. Yep.
If I was a mean
Oh.
GM, I would do carrying capacity, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
count your goddamn blessings. What's your strength?
My strength is 100%. No, it's 0.
Fuck you.
It's modifier 0
can-
and 10. Yeah.
You can always spread it amongst us.
Yeah, but we didn't really have.
Oh
time.
yeah, that's true.
By the
So-
way, you were holding the bag, so there's no way for Shoal to sneak past you.
Okay.
But as he puts, he like looks at you and he opens the bag, and he was like, "Shh, only for Casaria."
Okay. Okay. I'm just kind of like.
So, this is the stuff that is available to you. You'll find that with the Chimera's flames, as it ripped out, you can kind of see it changed. The combination of ash and flame with Raveno's form, some of it has embedded itself inside some of the equipment, which is odd and strange. It's not usually supposed to happen. It kind of implies that this Chimera has more of a magical origin.
I wonder what drinking its blood did to me.
I already made something like that, but it's not going to come into effect. So you're going to have 1 citron that is burned, 1 poisoned longsword, 1 hand axe, 1 flail. Got that?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Raveno's salacious novel.
Oh God, I forgot it.
Burned, ashed on the side. As you begin to flip through it, you can see just a picture of a dick that was drawn in for a long time ago.
Pick up
That
dick
is
drawn.
not seemingly burned. A small tablet with a black etching in it. It seems kind of weird with your Eyes of the Runekeeper.
Yeah.
It has a name on it.
What does it say?
Emilus.
I knew it.
How do I?
Emilus Gladsong.
How do I spell Emilus?
Thank you, God.
IMELIS.
Okay. Glad song. Got you.
I'm not crying while you loot me.
Oh God.
We're not keeping any of this. We're not taking the shits.
So next time you
That didn't have
next
Speak
time
for
we all
yourself,
play, next time we all
possessions.
play, you all are wearing mascara so we can tell
Yeah.
if you've been crying.
I told you guys in the Discord wear extra mascara.
Yeah, wear extra mascara. You can also find that Raveno's mask
Coming soon,
has
official
also
Quest and Queers Discord.
changed. parts of it has been burned on from the ashes kind of embedded into the mask. I'm just going to read what was written. This wasn't me writing. I wonder who it could have been. It's a real mystery how that came out.
So it's half burnt.
Yeah, that's what you got out of it. Like its former bearer, this mask is sworn to defend the living. The one who carries it gains advantage on life or death saving throws if one has been failed already.
Oh, that was useful.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Holy I don't need to know this now.
You also see that the magical trumpet has changed. Sounding this trumpet channels divine energy to turn away undead. Scales with its bearer functions like the cleric ability. Provision with the wind instruments requires a performance check. And the other one is the balancing bell. Ravenau's old bell that they used to ring Toll the Dead on. Now instead seemingly has been burnt with the ashes and the remains of Ravenau. It seemingly has parts of flower petals that have been embedded in and burned onto the side of the design. You kind of see it has a little bit more of like blue petals that have been pressed into it and sealed by the remains. Simply put, it casts gentle repose without casting a spell slot. And that's all that remains. Trumpet, mask, the bell. And of course the ash. That's all you have. Sums up the life of the person that you knew.
Shall we go out to the lawn and commemorate him so we can finish this mission?
Ruby is going to go up to who's the closest witch.
That would be. Oh gosh, what is her ridiculousness? That would be Sarah. She's like right to the side of the kitchen. She's like, I just don't know how this happens. People die, get burned alive. Don't get it. And she goes over and she just begins burning a teapot, and you can see that she's like not holding it by the handle. She's holding the tea kettle by the metal as she's pouring a tea kettle thing down.
Show off.
Is there a place with flowers that are safe to pick here?
Define safe to pick.
Won't kill any of us. Won't
Well, if you choke
give
on
us
it,
an illness.
well, you'll choke on it and you could die.
Not to eat.
Well, I don't.
They don't attract major predators.
There are some around. Kind of light blue in color. They have like these little bristles. They are they're pretty.
Where are they located?
They're all around next to the shrine, actually.
Okay.
Not of Cannigan, but the one you saw in the wood.
Ruby's gonna go up to you guys and be like, let's go. Let's go flower picking.
Sure.
Because I'm awful, I have to do something very
Random encounters.
As the Devil of Friends.
No, it's not random encounters. It's something far more heartbreaking.
Oh no.
Because I'm not here to give you guys a good time. I'm here to make you suffer.
I can tell.
Ooh, that was bubbly.
Yeah, it's really gross. Can you not?
Let's tone that down a bit. I'm joking.
I will never tone it down. Do you know me? There was only forward. Oh, son of a bitch.
We find the nicest flowers.
It's 2 more chimeras.
Well, we're all fully healed at least.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, that one was pregnant.
It doesn't make me feel better, but
baby.
Ruby doesn't know this.
Baby chimeras are here.
We did not do the nature check, nor did we have time for a proper autopsy.
Oh no, it already had its skin. That's why it was smelling.
Oh my god. Well, we don't know this, but like,
We don't know this. So,
next episode, Revenge of the Chimera.
revenge of the baby!
Every so often I feel like a gremlin. But as this continues, you kind of go all the way back down, and you kind of curve over to the side, and you see the flower that that Sarah said. It's kind of bustled. It looks like this.
Oh fuck! Not this flower. Fuck.
I'm not here to make you happy.
Yep. I know. It's got a sad meaning behind it.
It's like a lilac.
Oh.
Can you see it? Is this what you look like?
What's with the echo?
Well, we're echoing.
It's just coming
Okay.
through the headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you go over, you kind of see those flowers. You don't really know what their names are.
Ruby.
But you're
I could roll a nature
Ruby
check.
starts.
No, you can't.
Ruby starts
There's a
picking.
specific name for them. I have to look for it. There's a name somewhere for them, and I can't find them right now. And I have a
Ruby
really good
doesn't
name.
care about that. He's gonna start picking some flowers.
Find them. No problem.
He's gonna make a lovely bouquet, and then he's gonna take one strand and he's gonna strip it, and he's going to kind of put them into the bottle with the ash, and kind of shake them around.
It's sad flowers, the flowers that cry.
Yeah.
It's
I
That
think
could
it's
exist
worse.
here.
It sounds like a parody of a sad movie that exists.
We're in the Feywild. That could be real.
So Ruby does all this, collects a bouquet, and then comes back to you guys. So, what should we do?
I was going to give everyone a chance to speak, and then I was going to suggest someone ring the bell while I toot the horn. And then we continue with our mission from there.
How are you guys doing this?
Are we gonna do this in the
Should we do this?
in the gardens, since that's where?
The only other place I can think of is where that other dead guy is.
Let's do it here.
Let's do it here.
Talking about the lizard folk?
No,
We're talking about the one we
the tree, the
drowned, or the
glade.
one that we.
The
Glade,
the tree elf guy. The tree elf in
Yeah.
there. All of it.
No, but which-
specificity helps.
But which dead person?
Which dead
Oh,
person?
I know what
The
you
one
meant,
we
yeah.
didn't kill.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have been a force of nature since you got
God
here.
damn.
So the lawn it is.
I'm fine doing here.
Who wants to go
Yeah.
first? Ruby, you collected these lovely flowers. Do you have anything you would like to say?
I don't think I have the right to say anything. I did not know him well. I thought it was a good person before. I thought I was believing in the right things, but he taught me otherwise. And in the very end, I was still a disappointment to him. I will try to live the rest of my life trying to be someone that you would be proud of.
You will. I'm gonna try to comfortingly place my hand on Ruby's shoulder. And well, for someone who eschewed all material and worldly connections, and who really didn't seem to care about the affairs of anyone unless it was interfering on his mission, somehow this skeleton weaved their bony hands into our hearts. I think I had even begun to see them as a bit of a father figure. I never really knew. Well, I knew my father was one of the 6 or 7 people that I would hang out with sometimes, but I never really had a father-daughter connection with any of them, and yet somehow with this bag of bones I had something that I never had before, and going forward we're all going to be better people from wherever was role in our lives. That's that. I'm absolutely certain that each one of us as we travel together, and even farther into the future as we may move on to our own objectives, that we will nonetheless carry forth the memory and the values of Raveno. Right.
Eagerth rubs your back. Raveno was a noble fighter, and he died a warrior's death, which is the best any of us could hope for. I didn't know him very long, really, if you tally it up. It was only a few weeks, but I feel like I did learn a lot from him. I'm not good at talking, so I'm just gonna... It's your turn now.
I
Fuck.
did not know much about Raveno as well, but I do remember him being there when I didn't feel like I belonged in our earliest adventures. I always never feel like I'm accepted anywhere I go. I've been alone for a lot of my time when I left my family. And although I didn't know Raveno well, I felt that Raveno taught me to just, it's okay to be different, it's okay to be unique, it's okay to be creepy and dressed in black. And I'm gonna miss Raveno's loud voice so much. Like,
right, yeah, they did have a way of never being able to truly whisper. I think that's what I'll miss most about them.
Puts his hand on Aisha's shoulder and says to her, like, you belong with us. I've come to consider you my sister, so know that you're not alone anymore, and you can always come to me.
I'm just gonna gently put my arm around Eagerth and look you in the eyes and just go, he was whispering.
Yeah.
Diplomacy is shit.
Last conversation I ever had with him was just petty argument. But hopefully he knew that we all loved him anyway.
I didn't get to say sorry to him.
He knows, Ruby. I have a feeling this isn't the first funeral that has been held for him, because he's dead and all. So, even
this is supposed to be.
How many people get two?
How many people get two funerals? Exactly. Crap, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, right.
We can all hope to get a second one.
Out here, we choose our family.
oh,
And I'm happy to be fighting alongside you guys.
yeah, you should just want.
Does anybody want some orc wine?
Yes.
Yes, please.
No,
Okay,
thank you.
round of I'll uncork another bottle and do a round of orc wine after we do the toot and
Yes.
the bell ringing.
The toot toot.
I hang you the bells.
No, I got the
Aisha.
Oh, you
horn.
have the
Someone
horn.
else has to do the
As-
bell.
as that
Okay.
I can't do
happens,
I
both.
have the
like,
bell.
made a small little thing with his hand, and put some rocks around it.
Stroon did this?
Yeah.
I am in fact
Ruby
proficient
puts-
in horn.
Ruby puts a
I don't know if
hand
that
on
matters. I hope it
Stroon and
does.
just gives him a
Well, it
nod.
lets you give it a chance at casting the thing that it does.
I don't know.
Does a little
It's just
gesture,
I'm
and
just
he's
gonna.
like, I guess you can put
Just toot it.
It's a
gesture with the
vuvuzela.
ball. He's like, you can put that in there, I suppose.
Proficient in horn.
We're supposed to bring this back, unfortunately. So, wait.
Shit, this guy's getting 3 funerals. He's gonna
Yes.
do another one when we get back to
He is getting
Cassandra.
3 funerals. Some might say he is greedy for funerals. We're gonna do it anyway.
Ruby's gonna place the bouquet within the circle of flowers and try to, sit it up.
Eagerth will allow for a moment of silence before blowing the horn and someone, I guess you ringing the bell.
They're bells, by the way. Sorry.
Not balls.
Not balls.
Bells, not
Just want to make sure
balls.
they're not balls.
So I
Wait,
would.
wait, where is it?
Truck bells.
Where is the actual duder?
Actual
Oh my
horn.
god, Ada.
Where is the duder?
Where's the duder?
It's back there somewhere.
I have the dude.
Yay! So we have it.
We don't have any bells though, but we can click a glass maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have a bell. It's the shape of a deer man. It's in the same milk crates.
Oh,
It's
fuck's
white.
sake.
All right, it's all right. We'll pretend. Yeah, it's all
We
right.
got the duder. That's
You
what
gotta
Yeah,
use your
the
glass.
duder's the most important.
Use your wand in the
Yeah,
glass.
yeah,
or
my
mug.
wand and glass.
Okay, go. You are terrible at that. Egret, stop! This is not honoring.
I am proficient in horn.
We're doing
Guys,
it.
give me a performance check, please.
I am proficient in horn.
Oh!
What is it?
It's an 8.
See?
Sounds like an 8.
So it sounded like
Sounds
that.
like an 8.
So it sounded like
Fuck,
that.
That
Okay.
was. This is an audio nightmare.
Yeah.
We're killing our listeners.
It's for Raveno.
Do a ding, please.
Do it. Perfect.
That was not. Yeah.
This one's empty.
Yeah.
Fuck it up.
Perfect. Ooh, beautiful.
Fuck up the glass.
Yeah. Sorry.
I have real fucking tears.
Should have worn more mascara.
I don't wear
It
makeup.
makes for good stream live
Hey,
streaming.
my character might be a
Right.
drag queen, but I'm not.
Character's not a traitor.
He wears
I-
eyelashes and beautiful stuff. He's becoming a drag queen.
You're allowed to wear that.
I do
That's
feel that Raveno's not the type to want to be
All right, now it's
buried-
time for orc wine.
to be buried with his belongings. But let's just keep all of his stuff together until we get back to Casaria. And
Or giving everyone shots, by the way, in the bottle.
Oh yeah, no, everyone gets at least a glass. Like, what's a bottle? Like, that's 4 glasses at least.
Oh, okay.
So
You-
I'm
a lot
gonna
of orc
drink
wine.
just
last
enough that I
night.
have to make a con save.
For this, you don't have to.
Okay.
if it's just a like,
This is sobering enough.
Yeah.
So adding a little bit of booze to this might not be so
All right,
bad.
get our glasses out, everyone. Oh shit, wrong cup. Yeah, there we go.
to Raveno.
Oh no, the loudest one, the best one of
The
all.
anime.
And Ruby pours his out for
That's
his
fine.
homie.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh.
the that's
What
the
is this
anime
one?
freeze frame end screen. Everyone clinking together.
Smash
Ruby
cut to a
doesn't
few
drink.
hours later.
Okay.
So as you take those last few items, you kind of take them.
Shoal cried again, by the way, loudly.
Or does Shoal want to have any words or no? He's small.
Do you get some grape juice, Joel?
I think
Grape
as
juice?
he
Don't be
kind of
condescending.
like wipes the tears off his face. I don't know very well either. I not very good at common tongue, makes it difficult for conversation. But
Is he old enough to have wine?
I'm getting
It's fine.
Doesn't matter now.
getting better, and Grandpa Raveno helped me get better with this.
I hand my wine glass to Joel. It's adult grape juice. Try some. Better now than never.
Orc wine is not adult drink.
No, it's like distilled
orc
blood.
Wine, yeah, orc
Yeah, I
wine is
know.
like moonshine with rubbing alcohol.
It's
He still
pretty
drinks
nasty
some.
stuff.
He's gonna drink some. What's his face
On
like? when he
second thought, I'm
drinks
taking it back. On second thought, I'm taking it back. It's okay.
He drinks some. This is a goblin. He's probably had some before.
shit.
Okay, okay,
That was
okay.
the last of the orc wine.
Oh.
I still have 1313 wine now.
Right.
The skeleton horse is still chilling outside the fucking cottage.
It's fine.
I think it's intelligent enough that it would kind of understand that there's gravity.
No, it.
Horses
well,
are dumb in general. This
No,
one
but
doesn't
like
even have a
it
brain.
Not the
no, it
celestial
has
one.
it has intelligence.
What's its intelligence score?
I have it down here somewhere.
Doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Okay.
Has the other hobgoblin woken up? I'm gonna check on her.
Oh yes, we should deal with that.
As you go into the back, you can kind of see that her wounds have healed up a little bit. Her eyes are kind of stirring. Still REM sleep. She seems awake enough. Like her eyes are kind of glazed over and they're milky. They seem to have sealed. They've got like crust on a
Okay.
lower eyelid. Her lips seem dry.
Oh, old
Ruby's
is-
gonna get some tea. I assume there's some tea around somewhere. There was a lot of tea made last night that wasn't drunk.
Can I tell about how old she is?
30.
my age.
Before we completely shift topics and we're still on Raveno and their possessions, it occurs to me that Raveno had notes that they didn't disclose all of the information of at points.
Yeah.
So if anyone goes through all of those notes, they may learn more information that was withheld earlier.
Although I don't think we're gonna sift.
But
through
we're
everything.
not gonna sift
Yeah,
through that.
yeah.
And they're burned.
I think for now we should.
Okay, well, if they're burned, that's another thing. I just
Yeah.
that thought came to me before we completely delve into the hobgoblin
Yeah, of
issue.
course, yeah.
I'm voting for now. Keep everything together, and then if see what Casario says about whether he would want us to have the belongings.
Stuff.
So Ruby's gonna collect some tea, and then he's gonna go to the hobgoblin woman, and he's going to like go up and
Where's
be
the
like,
heater? I can
"You're
go turn that
like
off."
you're safe here. Here, drink." And he's gonna like
She
hold
looks
her.
up at you and
yeah.
like he doesn't. She doesn't even. The moment you begin to grab her head, she like smacks it away, and just grabs the tea and she just
Yeah.
chugs it like it's going down the side of her face, like it's
Yeah.
going all the way down her face, like it's going all the way down her dress. Like she is just does not care right now.
I was
Right now.
going to ask if you were all right, but looks like you're doing all right.
She speaks to you in Goblin. She's like, I'm fucking chipper. She just like takes off her wrecked shirt now that's just like wet and dripping
Yeah.
with
Hold
water.
on.
And she just
I'm
like,
gonna go in
takes it and
Goblin
she
like,
just
hold on,
rips it
stop.
off entirely.
I could have cleaned that. I'm a wizard. I'm speaking here in Goblin as well.
Don't care.
What should we call you?
Hamza.
Hamza?
As you kind of look down to the side, you can see something kind of just off the top of her right hip. This kind of tattoo that's present.
Can I tell who she's with? Like what group? Is this the same? Is she wearing the same colors as the hobgoblins that sacked
She was
Lake
wearing
Reach?
she was wearing brown leather ripped
leather.
clothes.
Okay, so
Can't really tell.
nothing.
She does have a tattoo, but nobody.
Can I
Yeah.
identify it?
Sure, give me an investigation check, please.
Straight roll.
Yep.
19? No, I'm actually proficient in investigation. That's well over 20.
As you begin to look at it, you identify it immediately. 3 obelisks kind of pointed up right above her right hip. Pillar, for sure.
Halar?
Yeah.
So, you're with the pillars, are you?
Was. I
Was?
think they'll have me back now.
Why is that?
I lost.
Against
Fair enough.
who?
Lizardfolk. Would you believe it? He just kind of like takes the tea and just keeps drinking it.
There
You
was
alone?
like 70 of them. So like,
Were you alone?
No, I was with one other. Doesn't matter.
2 of you against all. No shit, you lost.
He was a scouting party.
Fucking pillars with the backwards ideas of. As far as the tower's concerned, if you learn from your mistakes, you're good to go.
I don't know anything about no fucking tower. He just keeps on drinking.
You don't know about the tower, but the pillars are an
There's lots of towers everywhere.
offshoot of the Tower of Mystics.
Don't know it.
Wow. Pillars break off. So you're telling me that Naldreg is recruiting troops and not even telling them what they stand for and why.
It's not about who you stand for. It's about who you're with.
it's about how they pay.
We're not getting paid.
Well, wouldn't expect honor from the broken pillars, I suppose. Not an indictment of your character. As far as I'm concerned, you weren't told what you should have been.
I shouldn't be here in the first place. Just keeps on drinking.
So why are you here?
I suppose there's no problem telling you. What the fuck are you doing here anyways?
What do you mean?
You do very good for yourself out in the waste. I don't know why you're here. He just keeps on drinking.
Ruby is just very perplexed.
He sure could, but
I mean, you can do an intelligence check, but I think it's rather obvious.
yeah.
-1, 15.
You're a red dragonborn.
Yeah, but like,
Eladrat's red. Everyone's going to infer that you are from him.
Wow. Whether or
Ruby
not,
tries not to
look,
think of that.
Yeah, well, it's blatantly obvious. Despite what
Yeah.
what Ruby thinks, it is blatant.
whether or not that may be true, but this one has chosen not to throw the lot in with Eladrat, it seems.
great for them.
Well, what's he done for us anyway?
I don't care. He just keeps on drinking until it's done. She looks over at one of the she looks over at Dora, and she just goes over and she like shakes the bowl a little bit.
Ruby will go, go help while you guys continue to talk. Go like get food and tea and whatever.
So what do you intend to do? We are, opposed to the broken pillars, to put it simply.
What are you with the Thieves Guild or something?
No, we're with much more ancient forces.
Okay.
All we are interested in is, to put it shortly, we're not alright with Naldreg completing a Black Star.
Alright. Don't know what that is. Great.
I swear to Elidrat, I'm going to strangle that motherfucker as soon as we find him. Nothing against you. This is...
As a DM, I fucking love this.
I cannot.
Oh.
I simply cannot abide some commander not even being clear about what it is that they're after. There is no honor in commanding troops who don't know why they're fighting. Black Star is an extremely dangerous artifact. Pillar's objective is to get it. It has powerful necromantic effects. So, simply, your mission was to, I suppose, skirt the laws of life and death itself.
My mission was to protect the Flame Kills and protect the Thieves Guild. I don't give about a shit much more than that. And she goes over and she gestures towards you and she's like, more?
He comes back with food and tea and whatever.
What do you intend to do?
What?
Protect the, no, I was just trying to write it down, but I didn't hear it correctly. What was...
Protect Flame Kells and Thieves Guild.
Kells plus
So-
Thieves Guild. Okay.
What do you intend to do? If you remain here, if you wish to have no part in our mission, if you'd like to remain here, we will make sure we take you with you when we leave this plane.
Well, I can't sure as well go back, can I?
Why not? You're too dishonored.
That's pretty much it.
You...
Shit.
She goes over and
Yeah.
she just continues just like drinking
Get
and
straight.
instead of like chewing the food, she
No.
just like throws it in her face and
Much how
What
Ruby
can you
eats.
tell us about the camp?
like this is like this to be very clearly you're getting the insight of like a grunt.
Yeah.
Like this is a person who was born and raised as a soldier and is now here.
Yeah.
I'm going to propose something to you. Look, the Tower of Mystics, perhaps you don't have any magical inclination that would make you eligible for being a student there, but
Don't know shit about it.
we believe that the honor of your actions is influenced by what you've been told and what kind of influence you're under. If you should... Look, something terrible is coming to all goblin kind. A catastrophe the likes of which we've never even imagined. And if you could deliver information to the tower about the broken pillars, any intel could save thousands of goblin lives. I think that would make up for any dishonor you've had up until this point.
Not here.
Not here, but I will ensure your passage to them if that's something you are interested in. You don't have to answer me now. We have other business to attend to here.
Even if I did, I don't have the touch. Why would they accept me?
Well, information is information.
Between us and Kennigan's Temple is a hobgoblin camp. If you don't think you're valuable to them now, then that's not much use. But perhaps we could masquerade as your prisoners to get into the camp without violence. Because if we could get through them without fighting or stealth, that would be pretty great.
Where is the camp?
It's right in front of the temple.
So there's no way to get to the temple without alerting them.
So
Unless you're real sneaky about it, I don't see really how. You have to see less now.
it could work in our favor if
I don't know if
we
the others went for the hunt yet. I don't know.
make an
What
agreement.
hunt?
Well, if we're your prisoners, then your honor remains intact, and you may rejoin your ranks, possibly with a promotion. And we get into the camp, and because you owe us a favor for saving your life, perhaps you free us, and we get access to the temple, and we bypass all of the headache.
So your plan against dishonor is to put you in as my prisoners and to then have you escape.
That wouldn't be on you necessarily.
It would be enough.
Just an idea. I'm throwing it out there.
Are part of the grunts themselves.
Would
Look,
you
if we're
give
going to-
us information about the camp that would allow us to sneak through?
It's gonna be less of them. Unless I don't know how many days it's been.
Do we know how many days it's been?
The sun doesn't really work.
No, I know.
Yeah,
That's,
so-
I was just asking.
I don't think any of us have uncanny senses.
Yeah.
Look,
There is they went off on a hunt, I believe.
Do you know what they were seeking?
Don't know. They had
probably something similar to what we were.
Something
Got some
big
kind of,
and scary.
They had a thing with them, a scale of some type.
Probably the chimera as well.
Oh, it was just a big green one.
Hmm.
The
Are any of the
crocodiles?
witches around hearing this conversation?
Yeah, they're all there, and they're just like,
Mean anything to you?
Are you like trying hard to not listen to us, but are just like
yeah, they're. You can do it. You can.
like
Give me
wiping the
they're-
you can
horn?
give
I mean,
me
I
insight on that.
fully-
Give me insight on that.
I just assume that they're listening.
Okay, 14.
They're totally used.
Jackie, you get so
So
excited
yeah,
every
I
time you
straight
roll
up
above a
turn to
10.
them and I'm like,
I know.
mean anything to you?
You can see one of them on the top. I think her name. I have to like constantly go back to other notes.
Mm-mm.
You can see Dora just like laying off the side. She's like, I think there was one of Fairbrand's children, not too far from here.
Fairbrand's children?
Dragon?
Something like that.
Damn.
From
But
Kenny-
Fairbrand, so who knows?
from Kennigan's temple, assuming a quick fight, how long would it take for them to get from there to this creature and back?
You can see another one of them. She's like, I don't know exactly how long it would take.
Well, guess.
I don't know if they're able to teleport. I don't know if they're able to do anything.
Okay,
You
let's
can see
ass-
Julie on the bottom.
Let's
It's like,
assume an
"Shut
entire
up."
army can't teleport. Perhaps they have horses.
They wouldn't have horses.
Wouldn't have horses. I seen a horse
They
once.
needed to walk 50 hours or so.
50 hours. Hamza, how long ago do you think they've left on this hunt?
You can see Hamza and she's like, I don't know how long I was there.
They were unconscious in a cave for quite a while, so
Yeah.
it sounds
True.
like at best this is a 5-day trip. And
But
we were
very-
only at best a day behind the army. So even if they got their quarry from the temple and then headed straight there, they would probably still maybe be another 2 days. Maybe a day if
No.
we're gonna
Let's try.
be really risky. So we can assume today's our only chance.
All right. Hamza, I believe you have some recuperating to do. If you're still here when we get back,
I don't think
we can come back through this way.
She just looks right up at you for a minute and she kind of like pulls you a little bit close and she's like, do not leave me here with these people.
What, you don't want to be a lesbian?
But you're like,
She whispered explicitly to Lasgra.
Yeah.
In
know.
Goblin, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Why not?
I smelled something fishy in the garden.
using bodies to grow plants. The Feywild witches, what do you expect?
I expect not to be put under the ground until I'm damn well ready.
True. Alright, well, you coming with us then?
I'll be your scout or whatever.
Just don't play the hero. If you're going to regain your honor, how are we to know that you're not going to try and sabotage us to regain your standing?
Well, there's no point. I can't regain it now.
We saved her life. They
Fucking
kind of
pillars
a
that-
little bit.
Oh, the pillars are stuck in
Basic
the old
honor.
ways, I think.
This is a demotion on top of a demotion, so I'm not really allowed.
Well, we'll keep you safe. We'll get you back,
And just keep
at least to your plane, if you wish to get passage to the tower to attempt to help us save a lot of lives, then that's up to you. But when we get back, we'll discuss it. For now, you're with us.
Alright.
Can you travel?
I can walk a bit, not
Yeah.
a lot.
You can ride the horse. How's that?
Definitely help my speed. I'm not too quick on my feet.
Right. Ruby, Hamza will be riding the horse. Is that alright with you?
Yeah, that's fine. You
She-
think
she
you've already
wishes to
been
come with us.
friendly? You've already been friendly with Bonesy, anyways.
What?
It's the name of the horse, Bonesy.
You have a horse?
It's
Yes,
You
that's
are-
how you came here.
Ah, right, you were unconscious. My apprentice ensured that you stayed upon the horse.
How did you get a horse? That's so expensive.
Magic.
Keep
Alright,
it
I'm gonna
open.
stop asking questions.
It's best to do that.
It's-
Just,
yeah.
right. Just accept that some things are just going to be weird.
So shall we carry on together?
Sure.
I'm gonna
It's like we are coming back here before we leave again, correct?
I don't think so.
All right. Do you mind if I have a moment
Hmm?
before we go off?
Not at all.
Take your time, but at the same time, hurry up.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Hamza.
Take your time,
But
but
like,
also don't.
Does Hamza have any armor? Anyway, you do that. I would like to have one more conversation with Hamza before we actually
All
head out.
right. I'm gonna go up to. Who's one of the more friendly witches?
I mean, they're all kind of friendly.
They're all friendly.
They're all
but-
kind of suspiciously
One of them's
friendly.
a little bit whiny.
Yeah, so not that one.
So you have Julie, Dora, Sarah. The other one's kind of whiny.
Okay, the not whiny. I don't know. One that's not whiny.
Julie is kind of the one that
We
does
have
most of
a
the
couple
talking.
more like that.
Okay, so I guess I'll go Julia.
Yeah.
it's candy. I was
So-
excited.
What exactly happens when a body part gets donated to your garden?
They decay. They feed the garden.
And what do they grow?
All the food that you've eaten here.
Interesting. Is that
Yummy.
cannibalism in a way?
No, you're not eating them.
Fair enough.
It's
And
the
you- and
circle of life.
And you've said that you can get special ingredients to make things that usually you can't grow here.
That is true.
Well, what about a red dragon scale?
Don't we need that?
Ruby's talking about his own scales.
I don't really know. I haven't tried. The dragon scales are particularly hard to get to.
What if I donated some so something of me grows here?
It's definitely worth a try. It's gonna hurt.
It won't hurt anything like I have recently.
Alright.
So, Ruby's going to. Are you guys going to go to the garden, or are you just going to do it here?
You can do it here.
Okay.
She pulls over like a small glass
Yeah.
vial. Like, I'm gonna let you do this.
Okay. Got some tweezers. I don't know.
Ugh.
No, you have to remove it the same way that you remove the dragon skin.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see here.
Oh.
It's
Is-
rough and gross.
Is there gonna be advantage because
I
he's
know
done
my
it before?
scales well.
Not on you. After
No.
doing surgery on you.
You could ask someone else to do it.
Yeah, I need someone else to do it.
Aisha steps forward.
You can't hear this.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm not there. Oh,
Then
I'm
do
sorry.
it yourself.
I'm sorry. Yeah, do something. Yeah, sorry.
Well, I'm like, can't you do it? I don't know if I can do it myself.
I feel this though would be. I mean, I can if you want. Okay. She just kind of takes off something from her leg, and she takes off like something leather.
Probably not in front of my friends.
Just like bite down on this.
Okay. He bites down on it.
And scream. And she just like takes a small dagger that she just shakes out. And she's like, "This is gonna hurt a little bit. How many do you want off?"
As many as you think you need.
Oh, don't ask me that.
3.
She kind of like takes one off. You can feel like a harsh stab into the shoulder, and you just kind of rip.
Yeah.
You get 3 piercing damage
Yes.
as one is taken off. You can see a little bit of blood as she just like pops it right in.
41. There we go.
She takes another one off.
Mm-hmm.
You take 1 more piercing,
Yep. 40.
and a third one. She kind of fucks up ever so slightly, but she gets another one. You can see as it's kind of sticking.
Yeah.
And she tries to like, as the flesh is kind of elastating off the scales, she kind of like slices off really, really quickly.
Gross.
And you're going to take 4 more slicing damage.
All right. I am at 36.
She takes it in and she like puts a little bit of a cloth and just like begins to bat it down. This kind of naked flesh that's present is kind of like really sleek and really
Would
fucked
those
up.
grow back if you used lay on hands to heal the damage?
It will seal. They won't grow back.
It will seal. They'll grow back eventually. And besides, they're layered. You probably can
Yeah, so
barely
as you get
tell.
to take them off, she just like puts them into a little tiny thing and soaks up the cloth for a while until she pours a little bit of a salve as they begin to close. You heal 5 points of damage back.
Oh, sweet.
As that happens, it begins to close and she stuffs the bandage in with the container and she just packages it up and puts it on the wall. And she's like, if I come up with anything good, I'll let you know.
Thank you. I'm just happy to know that I'm going to maybe create something.
If it makes you feel any better, you do have something of value on you. She kind of like takes the mirror off the side of the wall. She goes over towards you, and she kind of like stretches it out so you see your face almost. You can see this dragonborn skeleton that's present. And as you can kind of see her, you can see this kind of like enlarged skeletal figure that's been like rotted and stained white and yellow that she kind of reflects in the mirror. And as it kind of stretches out, this kind of enlarged neck that kind of moves out from her shoulders a little bit. And as she begins to descend down the side of her body, you can see these large skeleton hands that she has. Kind of goes over and stretches into nails that extend 3 inches past her arm.
Holy fuck.
And as it begins to extend down to the side, she kind of shows all the way down to the vial of Ravenel. As you can kind of look inside, you can see like a mixture of finger bones that are present inside the ash, which is that's how much you've been able to get.
Yeah.
That are kind of wrapped around and seized inside. But some of the finger bones are like, they're odd and weird. They have almost like this bluish hue to them. It looks very, very strange and unusual. And she's like, and she lifts up the mirror back up again. She puts it on the side of the wall. And she shakes on the dragon scales. She's like, remember, you have something of value there.
All right. Thank you.
She puts it on the side of the
Perhaps
wall.
we'll meet again.
I hope so. I'll send a messenger, I bet.
It was lovely meeting you, ladies.
Am I aware of any good, like, anatomical documentation of, like, goblin or hobgoblin skeletal structure?
You know a little bit about hobgoblin structure.
I'm just wondering if there would be value in, like, scientific value in standing in front of the mirror while someone sketches my skeleton.
It'd probably be invaluable. Think of it like an X-ray, but you see it clearly.
Who's good at drawing skeletons?
I mean, I feel like the best illustrator in the group is probably Shoal.
Oh,
be
probably.
honest.
It wouldn't be us.
Yeah.
So Shoal's
don't look at
gonna.
any
How
of
long would that
us.
take? Do you think for Shoal to draw
a quick
like?
sketch?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Okay. So Shoal's gonna start doing that. He's gonna start. Actually, I think You know what? I don't know if Lasgar was actually astute enough to think of that, but I think she sees Shoal in the mirror, like drawing his own skeleton.
Do a sleight of hand check for me.
Okay. he has to slow down, he will. He's got a dex though. Is that cocked or is that an 18?
That's
Nah, it's 18.
Plus his dex is 21.
All right. You managed to get a very, very good one.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, you managed to get a really good one. Kind of really pristine, really nice.
Oh fuck.
So shows it to me and he goes, "Science!"
To destroy all
As a science and
done.
technology student, I'm having such a hard time with that. But like, okay. As that happens, you guys all get ready to go.
I'm
As it
kind of
happens.
going to be at hand of Hamza if she needs any help.
Yeah.
Getting like open armor on, and I kind of want to just briefly ask about what her abilities are. So, are you? Now, I suppose for the time being, you're not exactly ready to fight, but once you are, what can you do?
I can shoot people from really far away. Provided they're really far away.
Could be useful.
They weren't really far away.
Well, if there's one thing we've learned about the lizardfolk here, they tend not to be. They felled one of ours, probably most capable fighter. So, well, with the chimera's help. Look, I don't believe in not being able to recover from dishonor. If you dedicate yourself, redouble your dedication after a loss. I don't think there's anything that says you can't recover from that. Trust me, my mother had to double down a few times to keep her own honor.
No, I don't think I'm gonna find it here.
Probably not. This place sucks.
I wonder if that's why they demoted me.
What for being here?
This is my punishment.
Yeah. Would figure. So, are you ready?
It is I'm gonna be.
Alright.
Alright.
You see Stern to the side as he just kind of like carries out with a great axe in hand. And as you guys begin to walk down the side of the way, he kind of comes by you, Egrith. And he begins to like walk to the side and he just continues to go on the pace. And just kind of stays a little bit close, but not talking.
Yeah, I don't talk to him either.
Yeah. He's keeping up with the pace though.
I let him be in front.
I did help Hamza into the horse, though.
Oh, what
She
does
has she armed?
what does she say about the bone horse?
I'll strap the horn to the board.
Yeah, let the horse carry the horn because
Okay.
that thing's like fucking huge.
I mean, I could summon another one.
You can get the
So
kind of sense
wait,
that she's
you
a
can
little
have
bit
fun
like out of it still.
before we
I could summon a second one.
pack up and head out, what's the plan exactly? This temple's surrounded by an encampment. Even if it is minimal forces, it's still forces.
You can help us all blend in a little better, can't you?
Sure. I don't know about the horse though.
I still got a camp on the other side.
Well,
Can't imagine anyone found it.
students camp first.
Sure. Let's take that to Strune's camp and then perhaps we can scope it out.
All right. I did help Hamza onto the horse, by the way, and just quietly like.
So, out of curiosity, would I know if I do summon another steed, would it have to take strength checks to carry the horn?
You can't just summon infinite steeds.
No, I know, but
You can have one at a time.
You
Is it
can't just
sure?
like over the course of like 100 years. You can't be like I have
Yeah.
1,000 steeds. Like you
But
can't. You can't
when
do
I
that.
did help Hamza into the horse, I just quietly.
It doesn't say it can only have one.
Yes, it does.
Does it?
I do like
Let's
just
see.
quietly saying goblin, just like
Also, if you guys want to look on the Discord channel,
okay.
in some time I already uploaded a kind of small little map of what the camp is.
Ah,
So.
Cool, nice,
Because I
yeah.
did that because I'm nice.
in game.
But anyway, I just gonna quickly like as I help Hamza into the horse before we leave, like,
Sweet.
just quietly in goblin, like let's take care of each other out here, all right?
I don't think we have much of a choice.
Yeah, pat her on the leg.
Who the fuck goes to a tower?
Wizards, I guess. I don't know. Wizards like towers. This one's on a bug. It's very interesting.
I only know one wizard. And they sure as fuck didn't go to any tower.
Well, you know another one who did.
Wow.
2 more, actually. And Shoal just waves.
She looks down at Shoal and she's like, nope, still just one wizard.
Oh.
Oh god.
That was some shade.
Wait, I missed this. Oh god.
Okay, what can
See-
prestidigitation do
There's
again?
some
Yeah.
things in the Fading Rift that kind of make sense. Like, because this takes 30 years before my
Yeah.
anime campaign. There's like this huge thing that happens
I
called
used
the
to
Cinder,
know what that is.
yeah, called the Cinder Score Cauldron, and it kind of reinvigorates all the good goblins together under one roof. That has not happened yet.
Yeah.
So there is like clear hierarchy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shoal uses prestidigitation to make a bunch of sparks. He goes, wizard!
Tricks.
Wizard!
Tricks.
I'm a wizard.
Struan looks at you.
I'm a wizard.
Struan looks at you.
Yeah.
Tell her I'm a wizard! He looks around, he's like, tell her I'm a wizard!
Oh.
You are very powerful.
You are the most powerfulest one of us.
Remember when you cast crossbow bolt into that guy's face?
Oh.
That wasn't...
That was awesome.
That not magic?
That's a powerful
I'm a
spell.
wizard.
You got a hand
And you can see
from
Hemsa
her.
just goes,
Yeah.
definitely a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
One that wields crossbow bolts.
He's an
I'm gonna slap the
apprentice.
horse on the ass.
He's an
And
apprentice.
hopefully, like you know.
Oh wait, I
goes
gotta do
forward
new
really
important
quick.
rolls.
Sure. She holds on.
Oh fuck! I was hoping
he's-
not to get confused or
She got
something.
Italy.
Yeah, okay.
Ho ho! Those will come in handy. It's a 19 and a 2 for
Wait,
important
where do I
rolls.
slap on the butt if it's bones?
Not on the
Yeah.
bone.
So anyway,
I guess.
Yeah.
any complications before we get to Struan's camp?
Let me just do a roll.
A random roll.
Nope.
No.
So,
You guys arrive there. The familiar camp is around. You can kind of see a little bit, but
shall
it seems pretty undisturbed.
I'm gonna look around and
Make sure.
What are you looking around for specifically?
I'm trying to just any signs of incursion,
Incursion meaning tracks?
like
Or
like signs that people
Survival.
have been here. Survival, not investigation.
no, he's looking for tracks specifically.
Well, I'm looking for signs that someone has been here and like touched stuff and moved it around.
Like that's going to be like stuff particular. So yeah, you can do it.
Investigation.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm looking
I have it up
for.
on here.
21.
One of the rocks has been disturbed for sure. One of the fireplace. It seems as though it was kicked onto its side. You don't remember it being upright. You remember it being on its side.
Struan, did you kick this before we left?
Don't kick shit.
Well, someone has.
Alright.
Perhaps it was just an animal. This place is lush with life. Remember when the literal trees attacked us? And then after that, the literal rocks?
Well, you're better at
What's next? The river?
animal tracks, Egrith. Can you look around and see if you
Yeah.
can
Suppose
figure
I-
out what did this?
Just like, oh, I guess I'll do the thing that I'm good at. Oh.
20, not natural.
Nice.
There has been someone through this
And
camp.
that's a survival champ to
Yeah.
to look for.
There has
footprints
been
and
people
stuff.
through this camp.
Yep.
Well, I was gonna say we'll leave Hemza and the horse here, but I suppose that's off the table.
I mean, could she have told what kind of people or what the trucks?
Looks like standard food tracks. Seemed they walked through and then walked to the side and continued snaking down.
It's perhaps just a scouting party. Just looking around.
Why would
looking
a
for.
scouting party not ruin the tent here?
The only reason I can think of is because they want to capitalize on knowing it's here. So I don't think anyone's going to be safe here right now. That's
Maybe they thought it was one of theirs.
it's possible, but I still think we should gather up anything we can. I don't think we should come back here.
Agreed. Somebody help me with this tent.
Are you just like already helping you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes over to the side, starts rolling things over, start rolling them into bags. Then over, just kind of scatters the ashes all along, just kicks the rocks away. As you guys continue to do that, you kind of take a little bit of time looking around, and we can decide what you guys want to do now. You guys want to scout out the camp?
Yeah. Can I quickly like see if there's like anything valuable or whatever?
Va-
Or
Well, there's nothing here
or-
that you haven't already been. This is Struan's camp.
Oh right. Sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind. I was gonna do something else.
We had a short rest here before.
Yeah.
Do we need
So
a
really,
short rest?
the only thing to do is
Yeah.
like if you guys are packing up the camp, then someone else can go scout out the encampment.
Oh, I could do that.
Well, you're
Oh.
busy.
Huh?
You're
What?
helping with the.
Oh, I'm busy helping the camp or the tent. I thought it was already. Okay, whatever.
We'll work on it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I mean, we could all just finish up here and then all go.
Sure.
Once you're done, I think Lazar's gonna gently touch Aisha's shoulders, like, we're really keeping you together out here. You've been instrumental in getting us as far as we can. I don't know how much this means, but I'm proud of you. I wasn't sure about you at first with your now I know this is your sense of style, but you seemed young and inexperienced, but I'm glad you've been with us.
I'm glad to be here too.
Let's
Yeah.
keep making Revena proud, all right?
Okay, buddy. She nods. Yeah.
Okay. Who's going ahead? What are you guys doing? Right.
I think it doesn't. How long does it take to pack up a camp?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I think we're
15.
So,
okay. So I think we're done together. We're done that.
Yeah.
Struan, how much of a ride are we from the temple now?
About 30. Maybe if that.
And how long does your for this stealthy stuff you did last?
I think it's just an hour.
Okay. Do we
So-
still have Pass Without Trace? Or the
like an
freedom
hour.
of movement thing?
Freedom of movement thing is feigning soon.
Okay.
But yeah.
Alright, so let's get a little closer and then try to sneak around.
As you guys continue to go off to the side, you kind of move around before you start to see the periphery of this kind of large outlay before you. It kind of like goes down and it bends deep in where it has this little plateau. You can kind of see this hobgoblin war camp that's seemingly present up with about 3 different tents that are much higher with flags attached in this small little clearing. Bits of boulders and rocks that have been put around. Familial trails of scouts that have pounded into the dirt, somewhat walking trails, and have bent in the grass. So you can tell very, very familial tracks. As you go over and you see this little outstretch and clearing of trees, you can see the Shrine of Canagan ahead, this large white pyramid-like structure that kind of leans all the way top with these square almost segments that kind of lead up, large, medium, small, that kind of go up all the way to a point. And you can see this large, humongous, outstretched picture of a woman in gold with one side with a spear on one end, and a skeleton that kind of wraps around this skull, almost like a deer skull that wraps around the top end of the face, that kind of it stretches up with huge golden wings that comes around to her back that kind of make this huge flowing movement in this arc into the sky. It stretches in this large, golden and shining. As you can see in the middle segment, this kind of long segment of stairs that goes from the bottom of the temple all the way up to the door. This kind of longer hallway. It's just faded black. You can see the Hobgoblin War Camp, some around, some not. You can see 2 talking onto each side. These 3 large tents, accompanied by about 15, 16 smaller tents that kind of dot the inside of the structure. Hobgoblin sitting around with 3 huge bonfires in its presence. You can see some of them have spitfires, spit roasts on them. Kind of larger bonfires creating.
I'll just go along with whatever the stealth plan is.
Oh god.
Well, we're gonna chop up soon. So
Yeah.
How much time do we have?
10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Let's hold it, you guys.
As that happens, you're gonna come across this larger camp. In this outstretch. If you guys wish to go further, you guys will have to do checks.
I would propose I could light an arrow on fire and shoot it at the opposite end of the camp, thus creating a distraction where we are not, and then we go.
But do we
up
want
the steps? 'Cause,
to?
well, we can get through the camp. I'm not worried about that. But once we are climbing the stairs, we are really exposed. So no matter how stealthily we might be, all it will take is for someone to glance at the temple to know we're climbing the stairs. So I propose a distraction of some kind, We could tie some oily rags around an arrow and I could shoot it across, but if any of you magic casters have something else that will create a similar enough effect, I'm open to suggestions.
Anyone have the ability to influence animals? Because my worry is alerting them that some kind of attack is happening might just get them to all hunker down and go into alert. If we can get some sort of animal.
All we need is for them to be not looking at the temple when we need to climb the stairs.
I'm just trying to think if there's a distraction that would not alert them to a incursion.
A lightning strike, perhaps, or a wild animal would be a good one.
Oh my
Maybe
God.
a horse made out of
I
bones.
thought I just stepped on a cat, but I forgot that there's no cats here.
Yeah.
Ruby,
It's like a sweater or something.
what if we had the horse cause a ruckus? The
It's
other
like-
end of camp as we're heading in.
Hamza gets off the side of the horse and she's like, I'm not being on that horse if that happens.
Well,
Of course
no,
not.
We wouldn't want that.
Could a horse feel pain if it's on fire, by the way?
I didn't know. No one is suggesting lighting the horse
I
on
know
fire.
it has a flame mane.
Could the horse hurt if it was on fire?
This special horse, this one. This
No one is suggesting to light the horse on fire.
I mean, I'm not.
How about a
The
distraction? How about we
flames
make
are
glue?
superficial.
Okay.
So,
We can make it extra special and have it like run through like a
Bonesy
giant fireball.
Spicy
Can
horse.
get hurt. Bonesy is a living entity.
Okay, just a thought.
Have we heard any thunder or seen any lightning since we've been here?
No.
what if you shoot the arrow?
Can you like throw your voice or something?
I could make a lot of noise if I make a
Might be enough.
thunderous noise while you throw the arrow. Perhaps they will think that it's just been a lightning strike. We haven't seen any lightning since we've been here, but I'm not sure that these ones will have caught on to that.
I don't know if that'll last long enough for what we need.
Well.
See, if we light something on fire, that's like something they have to deal with for like quite a few minutes.
That's what I'm saying. We throw the arrow. We shoot the arrow.
So you want me to light
Guys.
the
Make a
fire
lightning-
anyway?
Why don't we ask Hamza? She knows the most about this place. What would be a good distraction?
A fire would work.
Alright, guys, let's do a fire.
So
My thought was
here's the step-by-step. 1, pass without a trace on everybody. 2, we sneak up as close to the temple as we can. Then we do the distraction.
yes.
When they're distracted and looking away from us is when we ascend the temple steps.
Fire arrow, noise of a lightning strike. Perhaps it'll throw them off the trail long enough.
Long enough. That's
You
all we
said
need.
that you could hit things from very far away.
That I can.
Would you be able to
I-
set the distraction?
I'm good. I'm not that good.
We just
I
need
still can't.
we just need a tree or a
I'm having a
tent.
hard time aiming things.
I understand.
Indeed.
Alright, so
So that the witches don't chop her up and use her for
They weren't
fertilizer.
going to do that anyway.
You don't know that. We were
they
helpful.
didn't do it to us.
If they tried to turn us into fertilizer, we probably could have beaten them.
Probably.
They love
Hamza on her own? No.
Insight, did they love us?
They totally love that.
Great.
Witch is gonna turn us
So-
to fertilizer.
I say,
But there's advantage because they're not here.
sounds like a plan to me.
Oh wow, I rolled 16 and a 15 plus
Ooh.
3, so that is 18.
It's dicey. Like,
Did we feel like they would have tried to turn someone weak into fertilizer?
do you feel as though they would have done that?
I mean, I don't. Ruby had a good experience with them.
I don't think so. I don't think Aisha thinks too.
Regardless,
It-
I'm not saying they would have, but it's
You
possible.
no.
Okay, fair enough.
It is one of those things where they might just be capricious in nature. They also might, as Lazgra said, they might not consider you so much of a threat. They might consider you more of a threat. Taking out a hobgoblin every so often is a lot easier than taking out a band of 6 people. in their own house.
Right. So, Egrith, do that thing that you do.
Pass without a trace.
Okay.
Hey Ada, you're out of frame.
Sorry.
It's okay. You were just like doing
Just-
the Batman, so we can only see your nose and your
I see
mouth.
my nose.
Back in.
Okay. Pass out a trace.
Yep.
Okay. Record that. Pass out a trace on everyone.
Are we able to get enough cover to have advantage on stealth checks?
If looking at the map on Discord, I think if we approach from the southwest, we should be fine. There's plenty of rocks and boulders there with few tents.
Okay.
Yes, I see that.
Like along here, there's these big rocks.
And there's trees. There's only the one set of stairs up to the temple?
Yep.
Okay.
Perhaps we should.
Yeah, so like if we come in up here, there's like a row of rocks. So that's a lot of cover, like more than
I
halfway
mean-
through the camp.
At the very least, if even one of us gets up there, don't we have a bunch of rope or something to help everyone else up? Like a
Right, but then the concern is being shot down by an army
Yeah,
of
fair.
hobgoblins.
Fair enough. Let's get in there.
Should we leave the horse here? Hamza, are you alright to proceed to the temple on foot?
I have no interest in going into that temple.
You can stay with Bonesy if you
Stay,
wish.
stay at
What's the range
stay
you
at the
can
camp or set up a new
communicate?
camp.
I can set up a new one.
Yeah,
Horse.
stay hidden.
And does it
I have no
understand
problem with
language?
It does. Understands one language.
Which one?
Stealth checks?
Common.
Okay. We're just gonna figure out what
Stealth
Hamza and the horse
checks.
are doing. Tell me what the limitations.
I can
thing it's
communicate
plus
with
10.
it with quite far. I know that.
I think it has guidance on myself for that self check. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking do it just in case.
Do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
my
ho.
god.
Okay.
Oh.
Remember,
Jesus
add
Christ.
10. Add 10
You've
to your
never
roll.
okay.
existed. That's how silent you are.
Is it 20 or 30?
The 20 is a 30 on top of 10. On
Is it
top of
really?
On top of
Oh,
my
wow.
for certain ones.
Yeah.
So a 20 is a 30, so my total is 42.
Jesus Christ,
You've never
yo.
existed.
Fuck.
Nobody even knows you were there.
You have 2 20s.
Really?
Calgar's
Fuck.
like,
Fuck.
I've never had any
Disadvantage, don't
children.
you? On stealth?
No.
No, not anymore. I have chestplate.
Okay, just making sure. Breastplate.
18.
Breastplate, sorry.
18?
Chestplate.
18 as well.
Okay, so as you guys continue to go up the side of the path,
But
Thank you.
I want to resolve the horse thing first because I don't think the horse is coming with us. So what's the range of telepathic? Presumably, if we keep it in range.
okay, I can just look this up right now.
Yeah.
Know your spells, goddammit.
I'm reading it. I can't find the place where it
Find
says.
steed or phantom steed?
Find steed.
Steed is in 1 mile.
1 mile? Where does
Right.
it say that?
It says it right in the bottom.
Hamza,
Ah, okay.
this is going to sound odd, but if you're into any trouble, tell the horse in common, not in goblin, if you want to understand goblin, and it shall relay that information to its master.
Kind of like takes a look at you. Takes a look at Shoal. And she takes a look at the rest of you. He's like,
All right, let's try. Whisper
Or just
something.
ride the
Whisper
house.
something into its ear in common.
fuck you.
Oh, he's trying to prove that
Did,
it
did,
works.
wait, was that a whisper or like out loud?
Yeah, that was out loud.
No, like whisper something.
Well, just
Fuck you.
do you trust us, or do you need us to prove that this
I heard
communication is
that.
going to work?
I hope you heard both.
Do you trust us, or do you need us to prove that this is going to actually work?
So long as you think it's going to work and you're not going to leave me to die, I'm okay.
Absolutely not.
We should leave
If
you
you
to die
need to
once.
escape,
I
use Bonesy.
put my honor on it that we will not leave you behind.
Don't know you. But okay.
It's the best I could do. All right, let's go with our
Let's go.
natural 20s.
Okay.
What's a natural 20?
As you continue to walk down into this path, you continue to walk until you get up on this clearing. As you begin to walk on the other side of it, you come across this larger stone that's present. As you begin to walk onto the side, you take a little bit of steps, and you can see where they've walked before as it begins to outstretch and kind of move through the wood. And you can see just by the end of Cannigan's temple. Aisha, give me an intelligence saving throw, please.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh.
As that happens, you feel like this dark energy overtake you for such a second. You feel as though this kind of breaking knowledge begin to seep into your head, almost like fingernails have jived into the top of your forehead and just begins to break it and separate it in half.
Oh my god.
Half, you slowly get images that begin to like jettison themselves into your head almost. You get this weird image of a bear and a wolf and a tiger sitting in unison around in a circle. And as that happens, your eyes start to roll into the back of your head as you just fall flat first onto the ground, making a heavy noise as it begins to rain out from the side. Birds begin to fly out from the side as you begin to jangle and then begin to gyrate onto the ground. You slowly start to get these visions. Your eyes begin to roll back. You're starting to have a nosebleed as it continues onto the side of the ground. On the side of the ground,
oh my God.
You feel blackness just for a second as you begin to create more and more noises. You can see just off to the side 2 hobgoblin helmets turn into your direction, and you can feel this voice into the back of your head. Enter the temple. And we're gonna end it for tonight.
Oh no!
We're doing it. If we have to fucking sprint, we sprint.
Make sure to subscribe to Quest and Queers here on twitch.tv/Quest and Queers, and check us out on YouTube.
Yes. So, please subscribe to everything. Music is provided by Foxamore. Affiliation with Toronto Gamers. I repeat all the things that you just did.
Nope. I literally just said subscribe to Twitch.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Which is where they're watching it right now in
Yay!
real time,
Thank
every
you so
other
much.
Tuesday at
So-
7:30 EST.
So we're gonna see whether or not you guys,
Music is provided by Foxamore.
Yep,
Yeah.
check.
whether or not you guys
Our
are
tech-
able to silence Aisha, as well as whatever visions that you might
Shit.
be able to have.
Spirit of Ravenna
It's okay. It was
watched
part
over
of the
us
contract. I
quite
made.
literally.
Our tech today was Maverick, who will, I'm sure, be joining us again on the stream in a matter of time.
Yay!
Quest and Queers is DM Bredicus Jones, Charlie aka C4 Studios, and Jackie aka Chan the Man, who do the art, and Ada and myself, RK.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. I sure hope Mav knows how to shut down the stream.
I can do this.